Welcome to episode 511 to the Overlook Hour podcast. I am your host, Russell Fisher. And today I am joined not by Clark, who I feel the need to make fun of, yet he's doing serious shit for his family. He's being a good person, the kind of person who I never got to know when I was living with him, as he was a terrible roommate and a even worse friend. And Randy, who's not doing anything that we could brag about. I mean, he's visiting dead Frenchmen in France. Actually, wait, we're recording video. Y'all are going to know. I'm not joking, by the way. He's visiting Truffaut. He went to his grave in France.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah, also don't talk.
Yeah, dude.
And I just realized, too, we're going to do video, maybe. This, you know what? It's still up in the air.
We can be static boxes until...
Okay, would you shut the fuck up? Look at this. The podcast you do, I know you go over it with a fine-tooth comb, with a toothbrush, and you polish it up and you get rid of all the shit. That's not this show. So shut the hell up. Also, I'd like to introduce for the first time ever a lady, first off. Oksana, my lovely wife. How are you?
I'm okay.
She also is not on camera. Because bad decisions are always... The only one who might be good to look at is not on camera.
No, I'm not.
But she's also makes good choices other than marrying me. So, Oksana, you want to say anything before you probably vanish in like 5 minutes?
Yeah, I never tire of hearing that joke about getting tricked into marrying you.
All right, I'm going to turn off your mic. Also with me today, you know what? Today he's going to be my co-host because he's an adult. He's an accomplished director. And a beautiful human being. We have David M. Dawson.
What the fuck is up?
Dude, there was a lag on you, and I thought you had like muted yourself. I'm like, oh fuck, you're embarrassing.
You forgot to say award-winning.
Oh, award-winning!
Right.
Yeah, congratulations, dude.
Thank you very much.
Again, we're referring to an UF award, but you've won other ones too, right? Flesh Game is crushing it out there.
I don't know if I would say crushing it, but yeah, we have. I think we've won one other award from Kansas City Underground. Shout out.
Fuck yeah, Kansas Bowling Underground City.
Yeah, that's what's up, dude.
Dude, again, you did win an UF award, and it does look a little bad that you're sitting here with two of the programmers. But
Yeah.
I promise you, none of us. I have a lot of integrity. I know you can tell, as this podcast has been on for like 9 years longer than anybody wanted it to. But I just refuse to give up. And I love to play by the rules. That's why Evan is not allowed to talk until I introduce him. So don't start. But again, we had nothing to do with that. And it organically came out. And every now and then, you know, David, I have a huge man crush on you. And Oksana embarrasses me about it all the time. But I was like, yeah. Fuck yeah, they got an award. Because honestly, that movie didn't deserve one. But like, they gave it to you anyway.
Fuck you, dude.
No, but I thought it was tight too. Because I honestly, awards and art, I kind of feel like, who was it? Bill Murray, who was talking about like, it's garbage. Like, it's art, dude. Like, why the fuck are you getting an award? But there is something
my movie,
cool.
That's what you're talking about. It's garbage.
Yeah. Yeah, well, look at your fucking name on Discord where we're recording. It's other trash. So it's a compliment.
No, that's what Bill Murray was talking about.
Okay. Read the rules, you piece of shit.
Don't talk, dude. Shut the fuck up.
No, but I'm happy. You know, also, Evan Jordan's here. Evan Michael Jordan, thank you for joining us today. You're taking the role of Randy. So you're going to be talking about highbrow foreign films that nobody cares about. You also provide the bathroom break for everybody listening. And you're engineering the show.
I am, and I've got some heat. I don't know if we're gonna. I'm excited to see what Randy thinks about my picks for this week.
Tight, but back me up. Like I mean, we find out who wins the awards at the same time.
No, 100%. Yeah, that's all picked by a jury. We got surprised by the jury by what they picked. Like it's a mystery to us until we find out. And you know, I've always been known as a guy with great integrity too.
That's a lie.
When I was a kid, I used to get in trouble for not telling on my friends, you know? So
You're in a shed right now, dude.
I am.
Weird. So you're not a rat. You're living in a rat's nest.
Yeah, I mean, and I have the headset of a rat. I've got tape on my headset, and this thing's coming off.
All right, give us a tour.
Of
I
the
know, I know,
shed?
I know you like put your
Right.
pants up or something, or like, come on, let's look around. We're voyeurs here.
It's a mess in this shed, dude. Look over there.
What you got? Let's zoom in. What kind of Blu-ray is that? All porn?
The one on top here is Mass Effect Paragon Lost, the anime.
Wow, dude, I just lost my erection. Thank you, dude. All right,
Yeah, no,
David.
that's my giant stack of shit that is next to my desk, and
All right.
it should be cleaned up, but it hasn't been yet. So.
Yet, you know, when we put the spotlight on you, you went to your left. Now that means you probably don't want to show us what's on the right.
The right's just
Come
as
on,
bad.
come
man.
on,
You
come
know?
on. Give us a peek.
The right's the door.
Where?
That's
Oh,
the door that goes outside, right? It's hard. The camera's like invert. I have to, yeah.
dude, the inverts.
Yeah,
Way
inverts,
to work
dude,
in
yeah.
your movie, dude.
The inverts was you can see the window that the invert touched right behind us here. Little
Yeah.
inside access.
To the window, to the wall.
Yeah,
Also, the
Where-
inverts
where-
also
where
played
the
it up.
inverts
Did
went
not win
off.
an award.
it didn't. No, didn't even have credits when it played it up. Actually,
Didn't get credits. Actually, got a critique. You had to cut stuff out of the short for it to qualify. Yet,
I
David,
went
you know,
hard in that first edit. I gotta
Dude.
send David that the hidden edit of inverts.
yeah, you
Yeah,
should.
send it to me.
And David's a great liar. He'll tell you, dude, this is great.
Yeah, dude.
I
love
think
it.
the cuts made it better. I was behind the cuts. You know, they made it better.
Yeah, but to wrap the book up on the award, Terrell is head of our jury, and it's interesting because Terrell, being the head of a film fest jury, is always like a fucking knuckleball in there for all your jocks listening. There's a good one. That's a good little reference, but he thinks Terrell's kind of like a blockbuster guy and an indie horror guy. So the indie horror thing really works, but he's not really like an art house dude. And I really thought that Flesh Games would only hit with like people who would appreciate kind of like I don't know, Jackass, but also like French New Wave. Like it's a really weird Venn diagram you have. Yeah. He
No,
fucking-
I'm very glad that Terrell liked it. It's crazy, dude.
Dude, I thought for sure that after watching that movie, because I don't know if you know this, but me and Sam, again, you submitted immediately. And we both were like, fuck yeah, this year's going to be fantastic. We loved it. And then I was like, Terrell's going to hate this fucking movie. He's going to call
was
it
like,
white people shit.
Not show this shit.
What?
I was.
Oh,
fucking-
yeah. I thought for some reason, I thought you were talking about your room. Like
oh
you
yeah,
were
no,
like,
we shouldn't show this shit either, but we are. So.
yeah, dude. I mean, he fucking said he almost puked. And then I'm imagining in that conversation, he really went to bat. Again, our jury, we had Thomas Burke from the TBR report, which we do not have one this week. I don't know what happened to Tom, but he's been AWOL. I hope he's not dead. And then we had
I'm pretty sure
Mary
he got
Beth.
us sick.
Oh, yeah. Oh, do you want to talk about
He
that?
definitely got all three of us sick at Uff.
Yeah, dude. What a nightmare.
Go ahead. Explain the conversation me and you have had since Uff. Daily text checking on each other.
Yeah. I mean, are you 100%?
I'm still coughing.
Yeah, how are
Yeah,
you guys?
dude, I'm-
How did I get like the lesser version of it? If anything, I
Aren't
stood
you
around
like-
Tom
you're like
Ford
24
smoking
years old, aren't you?
cigarettes. Like
Yeah.
I just turned 30
I don't
on
know.
last week. I started
Oh, dude.
the road down the 30s now,
Whoa.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Thank you.
Wait,
Thank you.
hold on. Let me consult the stars really quick. Does that make you? Are you an Aries?
I am an Aries, yeah.
Weird. My relationships with Aries are always they're very passionate. No, they're very passionate, and
I am. I'm a
but
great
they're-
lover too.
they're fucking fiery, dude. So it's hot and it's cold, like
Yeah.
the famous poet Katy Perry once said.
Yeah, well, like 12 years ago when I was addicted to meth, that was a cold period,
It's funny how you always worm that into conversations too. Because I don't know. With me, you're not going to shake me because I honestly only like you because you used to do meth. Also, you have fantastic teeth for having done
No,
meth.
fuck,
before.
I don't, dude. They just look better on the camera than they do in real life. They're pretty fucked.
I don't know, dude. I've known
Also,
some
I don't know.
meth
Did you not listen to what he said? He said you have fantastic teeth for someone that used to do meth.
Well, that's true. Yeah, there was a caveat there.
No, hell no. You're banging, dude. You know what? Again, our passionate relationship. I'm just waiting for the downturn. It's gonna get bad when we fight, dude.
we'll never fight.
Is that wait? Okay, I didn't hear you laughing, but I saw it.
Oh, really?
Did you hear him, David?
No, I just saw.
Oh shit, dude.
I thought you just made things weird.
No. You're not in the. Oh god, we didn't even let Oksana. So right now we're recording in Discord. I made a chat called the Secret Club. I should have made it the Boys Club because no fucking girls allowed.
The She-Man Woman Haters Club.
Here's the
Slipping a
thing.
Little Rascals reference in there.
Again, you just turned 30. The thing is, what the fuck was I talking about? I completely the Little Rascals thing. You fucked me up there. Oh no, you're doing it again. See, that's what it is. So a long time ago, in the first like 13 episodes we ever recorded of this show, we had a different engineer. Randy came on later. Clark fired him because not only was he inept, but Clark wanted him on because he said he was a good laugher. And Clark was like, no, you need a good laugher. You need to like have punchlines and somebody react. And that, that lets the audience react too. And then when he went, Randy came on and he was like, Randy's a good laugher, so it's good. But Randy does what you just did. And I think you've been cursed by him. He'll sit there and he'll laugh full mouth, throw his head back, but it's silent. And Clark would just be like, dude, can you just fucking emote? Like, can you like laugh into the, because he'll do this.
It's
like,
because you don't hear it because their Discord has a noise gate, so you're not hearing it. But the people listening to the podcast hear it.
Dude, I told you to. I know, like you're both from flyover states, and I said no political talk. Okay, so no noise gate, no gamer gate, no water. Actually, so
hey, has that dog been there the whole time?
Yeah. He just was probably
fucking shit on me.
He was probably laying somewhere else on the bed.
He just popped his head up, and I was like, "Holy fucking shit!" Dude.
On the pillow.
Wait, you have two dogs in there?
Yeah, Sadie, the other dog, is unpictured right now. She's off screen over there on her bed. She has a bed on the floor.
All right, let's look.
God damn it! It's dark over there. Can you see her laying there?
Well, no. Oh, I did. Something moved in that pile.
Yeah, a shadow moved.
Fuck! I'm gonna fucking blur every time I show my.
Again, dude, this is fun. I have all these things to talk about. I'm like, we're never gonna finish this episode. Okay. I mean, do you want to take this, David? Also, no. So we hung out at David Dawson, straight edge. He walked around like this with the X's on his hand the whole time. He was just like, straight edge. He was punking people out.
Slapping beers out of people's hands, dude.
Fuck yeah. You punked out Jason Zink for making straight edge kegger pro alcohol.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, you beat him up on the street.
I'm making the opposite movie. That's what I'm making.
What's it called?
Yeah.
Break edge kegger?
I'm not fast enough for this, dude.
No edge kegger.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Also, in case they're listening,
what are you drinking on, brother?
Shout out to Mountain Lightning.
Oh fuck yeah, dude. Walmart Mountain Dew.
Walmart hit me up.
What the fuck is that, by the way?
It's like Mountain Dew, but it's Walmart's store brand of Mountain Dew because I'm poor.
You ever fuck with Dr. Thunder, dude?
You fuck yeah, dude. Yeah. Dr. Thunder. What else do they got in? They got the cola is just Sam's Cola, which is kind of lame. Like you made fucking Mountain Lightning and Dr. Thunder, and then you decided let's go with Sam's Cola. Like, come on.
Bullshit.
Oh, Dr. Thunder, dude. The Dr. Pepper ripoffs always have the best, like like Mr. Pibb.
Mr. Pibb,
yeah. He's the most famous.
Now it's just Pibb Extra.
Pibb Extra. Oh fuck that. They got Diet Pibb for you.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, it is Pib Extra now, though. You're right.
It's just called Pib Extra. There's no Mr. Pibb anymore.
You're right.
It's just called Pib Extra. There's no Mr. Pibb anymore.
Yeah, they
It's just
got rid
called
of the
Pib
Mister
Extra.
on the thing. Just Pib Extra.
Yeah.
Lame.
Very, very controversial. He probably changed his gender, dude.
Yeah.
I think he
Okay,
He
don't
actually
say
got-
he. Don't say he.
I think they got
Yeah, I know
sued
you're in
for
the South,
for the
bro, but
right-
stop.
I think they got sued for the rights to their own name. The company now owns
Good.
their name, and they lost it. So
That's why I love America, because we sue everybody for everything. I'll tell you guys, just because you don't live in California, but I've been in my friend's long-time friend, and they had a wheelchair. And I don't know if you know, but I'm very good at doing wheelies in a wheelchair. So I said, let me get that fucking wheelchair. And he was like, yeah, go ahead. I start popping wheelies in it. And he was like, be careful. If you fall, we could get sued. And I was like, by who? By me? Because
yeah, what the fuck?
Because I think if I fall while doing dumb shit, it's on me.
Yeah,
But then another member of the family came in and said the exact same thing. And I'm like, okay, I'll put it away, you fucking. Do you remember that, Oksana?
Yeah.
That haunts me. I don't know why. I was just like, y'all are so close to the government that you would think that I would whatever. All right. Again, see, y'all got me.
you ever
talking
seen
politics.
that guy? Man, I see the clips on Instagram all the time of Wheels from the Nitro Circus. The dude in the wheelchair doing
Oh, yeah.
fucking the sickest tricks, like backflips and stuff in his chair. That dude's gnarly.
What?
Yeah, he's sick. He's part of the
I'm gonna
Nitro.
get him in
Travis
the sequel
Pastrana.
to Flesh Games.
Hell yeah.
What does he live? Where are you? Okay. Now, I do want to open up with a memorial for fucking cinema grab ass, you piece of shit. I don't know why I'm mad at you. Listeners of this show will know that we have a curse, and whenever we find another podcast that we love, they die.
Yeah.
I'm not
You
joking. I
killed
think
it.
you're the fifth. I think you're the fifth one.
Yeah.
So what the fuck happened,
Why'd you-
man?
It's just Scott's too busy, dude. He's a busy man.
I think you freaked him out.
Maybe I may have.
Probably
I don't
because
know.
you say you're gonna kill yourself
Every
5
time.
It's a fucking joke, dude.
Yeah, but
To be fair, you told me off camera. You're like, well, it's mostly a joke.
It's mostly yeah.
All right. Well, funny enough, I know I told you guys that we were going to record episode 511 of the Overlook Hour, but really this is just an intervention. And we're here to stop you, David.
We're here to stop you
No,
from
you're
killing
not.
yourself and get me to quit smoking all this shit that I smoke.
That's okay. I promise. Last thing, we hung out
There we
enough,
go.
and then
no. Now it's
Evan
my turn to get shit on.
flew out and was like, dude, no, because here's the thing. And again, David, we see the noose back there, and I just don't think it will hold you. So I'm not worried about you offing yourself.
It wouldn't. It would tear everything down.
But see, now here's the problem. First
That's
off, David, I got to.
He's jealous because he can't kill himself.
Dude, no, here's the thing. When I first met David, I was bummed that you were fucking taller than me. I'm like, God damn it.
Really?
David, you could be a beast, dude. When I looked at you, I'm like,
I know,
I think if I didn't know you, I'd be like, oh, you played football.
Yeah, I did not.
You were probably, I bet it was much like me in high school where you didn't play football because you had zero fucking interest, but dude, the football coach and everybody who did play football was like,
Oh yeah.
bro, you should play football. You're so good at it. You're so big. Like, no, fuck
Yeah.
you, dude. I'd rather smoke pot
I was,
under the bleachers.
Yeah, I was getting drunk instead. I was getting drunk on a Tuesday and coming to school hungover. That's what I was doing.
Oh shit! No wonder. Now I get why you don't drink. Again, people who listen to the show, they know I didn't start drinking until I was 22. That's why I'm fucking alcoholic
I started drinking when
now.
I was like 14, dude.
Yeah, you're just cooler than me. That's all. That's what I chop it up to.
I'm a piece of shit, dude. I'm from Machesney Park, Illinois, dude.
I got drunk and smoked for for the first time on the same night, and I was like 15. Yeah,
Yeah,
something like
that's what's
that.
up, dude.
And I was like, this is the wave right here.
Okay, hold on. Let me ask you. God, this is going to be tough. Let me do this. We need to record something at some other time where we don't need to like talk about movies because I can already hear Clark giving me shit, being like, "Why is this episode 3.5 hours long?" And the thing is, because that's what happens when you're with people you want to talk to. I'm kidding.
Damn.
I love
Roasted.
them. So here's the thing. Again, Evan came out, and right before he did, he had quit smoking. And I thought it was a beautiful thing. And again, not weed, clearly, as he's already fucking deep-throated a bong on here. But I mean, cigarettes, tobacco.
Yeah.
And then you flew out, and immediately oh, you fucking idiot. Get that out of here. You immediately were smoking. And I'm like, what happened? You're like, oh, it's only for when I'm in California, which is the most addict thing you've ever said.
There was like a gradient. It was like, it's only when I'm drinking for this weekend. And then it was like, it's only when I'm in California. And then it's only for the next 67 days. And then it's only, yeah. I'm pro it though. I miss smoking cigarettes so much that I like, if I come to UF next year, I want him to be smoking cigarettes so I can go hang out with him while he's smoking.
Were you a goth? David, what the fuck? Were you drinking coffee and what's going on, man?
No. What are you talking about? I was getting drunk and smoking cigarettes. What are you talking?
No, come on. I don't. You know, I used to hang out with the dude who came up from Texas, and that was like his 2-punch combo. Was like, yeah, man, I love to smoke when I'm wasted, and I never got it. I think I tried it 2 times with them, and I'm like, there's no enjoyment here.
Oh no, don't get me. I like to smoke when I wasn't wasted, also, but
yeah,
just
yeah. Well,
we really got to quit talking about smoking cigarettes. It's making me want a cigarette.
No, you know what,
up, brother.
You cannot leave while we're recording.
No, I know. That's why I'm like, we got to quit fucking talking about this.
Okay,
well,
well,
you can't
gotta
smoke
stop.
inside the shed.
I mean, my dog's in here. I don't want to smoke him out. You know.
Wow, this is why I love you. This is why our relationship is passionate. Fuck you! You don't want to give secondhand smoke to your dog. Oh my god. Okay, well, dude, when are you gonna quit?
Actually, so seriously, jokes aside, my plan is because I was gonna just make a fucking stupid comment, but I'm gonna get, when I get my tax return within the next 30 days, I'm gonna restart the patch process and just quit again like that. Because I found that to be honestly really easy when I did it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was not. I didn't think it was that hard. But I also quit meth, and they didn't have meth patches, so
yeah.
I had some
There's
practice.
A hole in the market, dude.
You know?
You gotta develop it.
Yeah, create meth patches.
Yeah, but we're gonna make you stop. You lied to our face.
I want to stop.
Multiple times.
And Ellie wants me to stop, which is the most important thing, you know?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Because I remember when I was little, I used to guilt my parents, and it worked on my mom. My dad's been like on and off, but my mom quit. And then she, like most people do, when she quit, she immediately turned against my dad. And I was just like, what the fuck are you doing? And I think part of it was just because, you know, you want to do it, like kind of like David and you.
Yeah. Yeah, only his is the opposite. He's like, keep doing it. Smoke more cigarettes.
Please keep doing it. Because I was a smoker for like a decade, dude. So I love going outside to smoke, but I just don't smoke anymore. And it's like, what the fuck am I gonna do if nobody's smoking with me, bro?
And I looked at herbal cigarettes, like the replace that don't have like tobacco. Those fuckers are like they cost twice as much as regular cigarettes. Like,
no, I do CBD cigarettes like every 6 months.
That's what I need to do. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Try that out.
What the fuck? Really?
Yeah, because it's just like it's something that like it has no nicotine or anything, so I can just smoke a couple packs and then just not do it anymore.
I feel like that's breaking edge.
I'm not straight edge. It's the thing.
I'm gonna call your band, dude. They're gonna beat your ass for breaking edge.
yeah, dude.
All right, you know what? Oksana just left. Again, that's the space door we had installed for David Lynch. We'll get there in a minute. Briefly, I have all these notes here. One, I don't know why I wrote down glasses. I felt the need to point out that all of you, including Oksana, are wearing glasses. I'm the only one with 20/20 vision. Just wanted to pat myself on the back. You both have.
When's the last time you went to the eye doctor? Okay.
When's the last time I went to the doctor?
You were very aggressive.
I
don't know.
You probably you got fucked up vision, dude.
No, I don't. You know, I'm hyper aware of it too. Like, Some days I'll wake up and I'll have. Where are you
Oh,
going?
he's going to smoke a cigarette. He's smoking a cigarette.
No,
Where are you going?
I heard somebody drove up outside and I locked the door so they don't come in here and fuck with us while I'm recording.
The cops are coming for you, dude.
Yeah, they might be. I had to
Okay.
look and see. I need to make sure I might need to hide the bong, you know?
So okay. Yeah, no, my vision, sometimes I wake up and I feel like it takes me a minute and there's a little bit of a blur, and that's my nightmare. It's the only thing I got. It's the only thing I got is 20/20 vision. I don't have height. My scale is mad at me. Oh, this is the one. I did have one story I wanted to tell y'all. Again, David, on Cinema Grab Ass, which, you know, in all honesty, that I do really like that show, and I hope it comes back.
It may come back.
I like it too. I want it to come back too.
Yeah, I also like Scott. So if we all hang out
Scott
again, we
rules,
should try
dude.
and talk to him. Yeah.
I like Scott, and I like how uncomfortable you're able to make him on just the flip of a dime.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know what? Anybody listening, go jump on YouTube and check out Cinema Grab Ass. It's on Scott's channel. What Strange Tapes, right?
Yeah.
Which is just cool on its own, but like go bump up those views so that he feels a little bit of pressure to get back in there. I just want David to commute 2 hours of fucking record. You're a maniac for that, by the way.
Well,
That's
that wasn't
wild.
always me. We would flip flop. I mean, he would come up and I would go down, or we did the one. We were gonna do more Zoom ones, but we're just too busy right now.
Oh yeah, because this is going so well. You're like, we need more of this. All right,
Dude,
so
I need
yeah,
to fucking I gotta work so I can fucking pay rent, dude. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah. Well, you're
Dying.
with the wrong people to talk to about that.
I know.
Dude, we
dude.
got a bunch of property. Get yourself a shed and come throw it down here. You know?
Oh no.
Get yourself a shed.
Yeah, just kick the dog off the bed. Let David lay there.
Yeah, dude, I'll
Dude.
stay there.
That's a fucking twin mattress, dude. Me and David can't both fit on this twin mattress. What are you talking about?
No, just get comfortable.
Dude, we could spoon harder than anybody's ever spooned before, and we would not be able to fit on that bed.
Okay, I feel bad. Y'all encourage me to go on tangent. So
Talk about movies then, dude.
Okay, no, not yet. We're not there yet. I
Uh-oh.
do want to talk about food though. And you know, Evan, what's the name of your podcast? It's Uppercut, Left, Right, Kick, Punch.
Oh, that's cool. The dog's just gonna bark while we're recording a podcast.
It's fine.
Like,
It's good. It's good ambiance. What's the name of your podcast? It's only gonna get more and more vulgar every time I say it.
it's click, punch, kick.
It rolls right off the fucking tongue.
Yeah.
And that one you've avoided the curse, dude. You're still
think
going.
Yeah, we are. We just recorded our May episode, which is a teaser. It's going to be a Mother's Day special about movies that have action movies with badass mothers as the lead. So
I can't think of one. Can you give me one title?
yeah, so The Long Kiss Goodnight is one.
I never
which I'm going
watched
to
it.
bring up later on this.
David's shaking his head no. Go ahead.
I don't even know what the fuck that is, dude. Who gives
Okay, good. Yeah, because we like cinema,
Yeah,
not
dude.
garbage.
And Kill Bill.
Okay, stop. You're gonna ruin your whole episode.
Yeah. I'm not telling you the others. There's more. There's like 5 movies.
All right.
total.
So yeah, check out Click Click Punch Kick before it gets erased
I'm gonna
by
make
our
a-
fucking curse.
I'm thinking about starting a gaming spin-off called Up, Down, Left, Right, BA Start. No, that's it. That's the joke.
I know. I just want Clark taught me to let it linger. Nobody saw him. If Randy was here, he would have jumped on that. Okay.
Oh, what
It happened in my head. I heard it in my head. I just didn't
Okay,
do
well,
it.
come on. Can y'all let's be present here. Let's fucking make this show the best show in the world. So, as I say that, let me pivot into one of my pointless, very long screeds I want to get into. We started a little bit late. Big shock there because of me. My stomach has been killing me, and I just wanted to let you all know.
Did you just see that almost blow my face off?
No, but thankfully there's video. So,
Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Wait, no, what happened?
I flicked the lighter and it fucking went poof. Like,
Oh,
I'd be
God.
so sick if Evan died during this episode.
Then we could just make it a feature. We could release it and be like, it's Screen Life, right?
hell
It
yeah,
works.
there you go.
So
Suffering for my art.
one of the movies I'm going to talk about today is I went to go see the Alien 45th anniversary. Now I'm not going to get into that now, but to go to a movie like this, it takes a fucking village. And I went out there and I hadn't eaten, and my homie bought Taco Bell. and he got a two-pack deal thing, gave me a crunch wrap, and he kept both bean burritos because they're better than the soft tacos, and I was a little salty about that, but I'm like, it's fine. So I had a crunch wrap and 2 soft tacos, right? No sauce, which normally is a deal breaker for me, but I was that hungry. So after the movie, I get home, and Oksana's like, "Oh, did you eat?" And she didn't ask me directly. God damn! Now she walks back in right now when I'm about to reveal this shit. So I have incredible guilt if I do anything without her. And I was like, she was like, "Oh, do you want to order Taco Bell?" And I was like, I could mention that I had a crunch wrap already, but I'm just gonna I'm gonna do it because I'm a committed husband. So I'm like, yeah, let's do it.
Oh my god!
So she ordered two boxes from them. It arrived around what, like midnight?
11.
It was 11, and then our baby boy woke up, and she was like, "Okay, I'm gonna go put him down." Then and she was like, "Go ahead and eat." I'm like, "I'm not gonna eat without you." So he goes to bed around 2 a.m. and she comes down, and I'm like, "All right, time to eat." So I ate a fucking full box of Taco Bell. Then the next day, we have her nephew's birthday in Modesto, and we go out there, and we go to a place called John's Incredible Pizza, which is kind of like if you take Chuck E. Cheese and Dave and Buster's, and you meet in the middle.
Oh, shit.
But here's the thing. It's a buffet, too.
Oh,
So it was a pizza fucking buffet. And I'm like, oh, God, I've eaten so much already. Fuck it. And I got like 4 pieces.
What happened?
Are you gonna elaborate on what the fuck that is?
Peanut butter pizza?
Yeah, like which part?
There's no marinara. It's peanut butter.
It was alarming.
Evan.
Evan's gone, dude. He's been ripping the bong too much.
No, I'm just slapping it because me and David just had a moment. You were in the middle of talking and
it froze.
Your thing froze. Yeah, we both stopped and looked at each other. And then
And then what?
And then you just like, we both had a look of like, oh shit, what's about to happen? And then you came back all of a sudden and we pretended like it didn't happen.
Oh, it's funny? That's been me and Randy for like a month now. Now that Clark's in Mississippi, he'll drop out every fucking 20 seconds. So me and Randy just sit there and like. But the thing is, when we're recording on Zencaster, it's individual tracks, so it won't like.
Right.
We're running on your Wi-Fi, right? So if I drop out, it's gonna drop out.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, my riveting story was that John's Incredible Pizza has peanut butter pizza there. I didn't try it.
Sick.
I did have about 4 pieces of pizza. What's up?
What is on it? Is it just literally like crust with peanut butter?
So when I was in the line, because
dude?
everything's under a heating lamp, right? I walked over there and it looked like pepperoni in my mind. I don't know, but they had full peanuts in the shell on it. And I went, I don't know what that is, but I'm not fucking with it. Like, it was weirding me out. Did you try it?
That's somehow the worst version of what it could have been, I feel like.
No.
I did. So my dad got my mom a pizza. I think it was pepperoni. So he just grabbed a pepperoni pizza and handed her. She was mad at him for not connecting the dots that a peanut sitting on top of it meant obviously that the tomato sauce or marinara was replaced with peanut butter.
Yeah.
Oh shit. So it was pepperoni and peanut butter?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was strange.
Well, they had cheese too.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I didn't try it.
It looked like a regular pizza, and then he was like, "Oh, there was a peanut sitting on top of it." Who the fuck would assume that?
I don't know, but I saw the peanut and I just got away from it, like it was like an upside down cross. I'm like, nope. I believe in God. I'm not touching that pizza. So I think I had 4 pieces of pizza. I had a soft served yogurt. I ate a brownie. I ate about 4 cookies. I had what else do we have? 2 breadsticks.
Yeah, he turned 11 that day too.
Yeah, I was living my best life. I loved it. And then after 3 hours of traffic coming back, we got home and it was D&D time. And now D&D, there was a chocolate cake brought to the house. There was a pack of C's caramel candy. There were 2 different kinds of cookies. There was chips and a spread. And then we ordered Jack in the Box, and I got a fucking munchie meal. I got the
Hell yeah.
ultimate cheeseburger munchie meal with mixed fries, 2 tacos, and a soda. I also had 3 sodas at this fucking pizza place too.
You turned me on to the munchie because we don't have Jack in the Box around here where I live. So you turned me on to that when I was out there at Uff.
The fuck? You don't
The
have
munchie
Jack in
meal.
the Box out there, dude?
We
Nah.
don't either, dude.
Oh, okay. Well, is there like a parallel? What's the parallel?
I don't think
Not
so.
really.
No,
What
not
the-
for that.
You don't have a Whataburger either, In and Out?
We have Whataburger here. David probably doesn't, but we do in the South.
No. I fucking love Whataburger though, dude.
Whataburger
Fuck.
ribs. I think we actually talked about Whataburger for like 30 minutes
Sure we
at
did.
Uff.
me too. I do. I like it a lot. I like it more than In and Out, which is,
Me
I'll
too.
get killed for saying that out here. Yeah, except David, did you not show up to Uff late one day because you went to In and Out before?
He did.
Yeah,
he very
I
much did.
I
'cause
dro-
he-
I
no,
drove
he
like
didn't
25
fucking
minutes
tell
away.
me that he went to go get In and Out, and I would have definitely made that trip.
Yeah,
He
you know
said-
what?
Claims, oh, I looked, I couldn't find you.
Yeah, dude, you're too busy smoking cigarettes, dude.
Did you all hear Oksana? She said she likes Five
No.
Guys more. Do you have that? No?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Five Guys
I like
is
Five Guys a lot, but it costs like $78 to get a
Yeah.
burger.
True.
Yep.
I do like the option to get like a jalapeno though. And I like the fucking Cajun fries there. So fucking sue me. Yeah, but needless to say, I woke up today and my stomach was trying to kill itself. It was trying to self-delete. And yeah, that's why we're
okay,
late.
so I'm still waiting for like the crazy part because that's just like how I eat, dude.
No, it's not bullshit. What'd you eat today?
2 McGriddles from McDonald's.
McGriddles are so good.
That's it? Come on.
I haven't
Well,
eaten.
I do the food hack, dude. Extra cheese, put the hash brown on the fucking McGriddle.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna see that, and I'm gonna tell you when I used to go to when I worked a 9 to 5 like a fucking sheeple, dude.
Like a dumb
That's what we all have in common. We're not down with that shit. We're
Fuck
fucking.
that, dude.
We like to not pay our
Losers.
rent. I know. I was at a McDonald's. I'm not proud of this. I think I got a fish fillet, and I got a quarter pounder, and then I got some nuggets, and I just removed a bun and I stacked it.
Oh, hell
And
yeah.
there was a table full of what I'm guessing is high school girls. One of them stopped eating, got up, and made a TikTok video of me eating that burger.
Oh my god!
She
Incredible.
tried to interview me while I was eating it, and I'm like, fuck it. I mean, I do this dumbass show for like 8 years. So I just rolled with it. And then when she was, I think it kind of threw her off. Like she wanted me to get mad or something. And I was like, is that TikTok? And she went, yeah. I'm like, all right, I get it. I'm like, I'm disgusting. I'm a spectacle right now. Go ahead
What
and
did
make
she
a
do?
fucking.
Did she like walk up and go, "What the fuck are you doing?" Or what?
She went, oh, what are you eating right now? And I was just like,
Oh, Jesus.
mid bite. And it was bad because
Damn.
the thing is when you food hack and you put them on there, when you take a bite, the burger's not, the construction was not meant for that kind of terrain. So
Right.
it like shit itself. So
Yeah.
it was like, not proud of. I honestly, I felt like I didn't want to finish it after that. I was like, what am I doing with my life? But I-
Hey, a gangbang is a messy experience,
excuse me?
A gangbang. That's what that's
I don't
called.
think that's what it's called. That's not what it's called.
Anytime you take things at McDonald's and you put them together, it's a gangbang.
No, don't they have classy
It's a
names?
specific thing, dude.
That is actually like a
Mc-
McDouble and a McChicken, isn't it? Put together.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, okay. Oksana, you're the producer. Do your job.
I don't want to Google that.
I don't want it on my search history. So, okay. And we need to start this shit. I love both of you and I thank you for taking the time, but I don't think you realized how long I could sit here and talk to y'all.
Yeah. I
So-
mean, we've been talking for 40 minutes already, and we've not
Okay,
spoken
all right.
hardly a word about a movie. So
I wish I could fucking mute you. I could do that
By the
with
way,
Randy.
that doesn't include the 1 hour I talked to you each separately before this.
All right. No ganging up. I don't like this shit. It's starting to feel too much like the regular show. Also, last tangent. Last night, somebody started talking about regular show, and I mentioned how Evan, we snuck a homage to regular show into the VHS box. No, I don't think anybody's found it
yeah.
yet. Don't fucking say it either. I know you're one of those people who'd be like, "Oh yeah, you mean?"
yeah, no, I'm not going to say it, but we
Okay,
did.
good.
We did.
All right, first person to find the homage to the regular show.
Has
Email.
anybody found the hidden lens face on the shirt?
No, I don't think so. Would you shut the fuck up? Look, you're giving away all the Easter eggs now. If you find the hidden reference to Rick and Morty regular show, email us and we'll send you something. Do we do that on here? I don't think we do, but we'll start just for that. Last thing, Uff shirts. I'm glad you mentioned it, but the day this goes up will be the last day to get them. They are available online now. David, did you get a shirt?
I did not.
Do you want one?
I do.
Okay. Evan, you didn't get one either?
Yeah, I got one.
You did. Okay. So if you didn't, now's the time to do it. We're going to do one final printing and then we're killing the person who made them so that they can never be made again. Anything else? Any other upkeep?
Yeah, so the McGangbang originally started by putting a McChicken and a McDouble or a McDouble McCheese or something.
Yeah, because there used to be.
All the value menu items, you mash them together. Ew.
Okay.
Ew,
I mean,
sounds great.
that's most of my life. Again,
Yeah.
David, I don't think you know who you're talking to. We used to bring a board. We had a friend who was strange. We'll leave it at that. He used to get, I don't know if you'd call it allowance, but his dad would give him Wendy's bucks, which I didn't even know was a currency.
That sounds
What?
sick, dude.
So he would have like $120 in Wendy's bucks. And again, I know I've said this before on the show, but we would go to Wendy's and we would bring a board game, dude. And we would play.
Damn.
And I'd have my tech deck and
Wow.
I'd be trying to do some tight ass tricks. I think I was doing a kickflip to a tail stall on two different tables that we put together.
How old were you?
Don't ask. Don't fuck. We were over 20.
30?
No. Yeah, 30. Evan, you want to do that for your birthday? We'll come out.
I'm
I'll
down,
bring it.
dude. Play with tech decks and shit at Wendy's.
Look, I play with fucking tech decks, dude. Look at that.
Dude, look, you wrecked that tech deck. That's a wreck deck.
Yeah.
Or
It's,
a tech wreck.
I
Whatever
ate it,
sounds
dude.
Funnier.
I wrapped a pole.
Damn.
Dude, I like the camera. I have a bunch of shit up here that like this.
The tech deck is the worst thing about you.
The only Funko Pop I like. D&D, it's a gelatinous cube. There's a little skull in there.
So
I
sick.
said I would stop doing this. I'm sorry.
Sick.
All right, let's start the show officially. David Lynch is pissed. He's outside. We're going to bring him in. Again, I'm not going to put him on camera. I didn't know we were going to do the camera thing. He might want more money for that. So, all right. Just don't let him over
He
here,
doesn't
okay,
need more
Oksana?
money.
All right, hold on. Now, don't embarrass me. David Lynch is coming in. Shut the fuck up. Actually, we got to figure out what we're going to do here. Because it's just going to be that's fine. Who cares? All right, David.
It's April 28th, 2024, and it's a Sunday, day 2 of weekend projects, and the fun work train is rolling. In a little bit, I'll be headed to the dining car for my weekend special, hot coffee, cookie, and popcorn. Today I'll also be celebrating the anniversary of the first animated electric sign debuting in New York City. A great moment for a beautiful city. The sign was an advertisement for Camel cigarettes that read, "I'd walk a mile for a Camel."
Okay, Evan.
Let us also acknowledge some birthdays. Happy birthday, Oscar Schindler. Happy birthday, Carolyn Jones. Happy 74th. Birthday, Jay Leno. Happy 50th birthday, Penelope Cruz. Happy 43rd birthday, Jessica Alba. Let us also remember he who blasted off to heaven. Happy trails, Conrad of Montferrat, King of Jerusalem, assassinated at 52, everyone. Have a great day.
Have a great day, everybody.
Shout out to RJ Reynolds. Give
Who's
people
that?
sponsor. That's the guy who owns Camel cigarettes and Lucky Strike. And
What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? What? I don't like this, dude. What are they paying you? Is Big Tobacco giving you money?
I wish they were, dude. I'd make hella movies if Big Tobacco was giving me money.
Dude. Also, why the hell? What did you do to David? Why is he talking about cigarettes now that you're on here?
Hey, man, he knows what's up. David Lynch has smoked more cigarettes than I've ever seen in my life.
He quit, dude. And
Did he?
stuck to it.
What a pussy.
Well, he
He
smokes
vapes
when he
now,
comes
dude.
over here. Yeah, he vapes. Dude, okay. You know what? Here, just to let you know, you're not the only one I get on. My sister moved in. It's the only way we can afford rent here now that Clark abandoned us. and she was in the kitchen vaping, and I'm like, "Oh, off the wagon, huh?" And I was grabbing like a LaCroix.
I figured out a solution here.
Okay, get the contraband off the fucking camera.
It's tobacco. I'm emptying a cigarette into the pipe so that I don't have to go outside
Oh
and
my
smoke.
god! All right, is that what your bong's filled with too?
No.
How is that? How is that different?
No, how is that different?
Well, it's because it's
You're
at least
still-
a little bit of smoke at a time and not like the whole cigarette, you know? Something
No,
about
I don't.
the paper burning too really sets it off.
So my sister was in there hitting a vape, and I went, "Off the wagon, huh? I thought you were done with weed." And she's like, "It's not weed." And I'm like, "That's not better. What the fuck?" So again, Oksana, I realize now I can inform you. We have to bully her out of doing that.
I used to vape too.
Yeah,
It
the
was
vape.
tight.
I vape too,
I vape
too. Oh, God, I hate this.
I used to. I don't now.
I regret
know,
this
I-
now. Oh my god! You know why
You
I
want to hear
stopped
something
vaping?
really dumb? Dude, the most
Dude,
recent
yeah.
I vaped again like a year ago, and I just got they make 0 nicotine vapes, and I was just vaping nothing.
Shit.
Just
Water.
vape.
Just vaping water, dude.
Yeah.
No, yeah. You know, in a kind world, you'd be vaping water. It's probably still a little myriad of fucking chemicals you're taking in.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well. Whatever you're doing, it's working. You got a beautiful beard. I'm still jealous.
Vapes are too convenient because you can just smoke that shit anywhere. I used to be
know.
like a pacifier for me. It would just always be in my mouth, you know?
Yeah. I was vaping up until I left my vape at the Roxy. I can't remember what we were watching, but it was in the seat, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'm done now. Because once you start putting effort into it, then it's a problem. Okay. Well, fuck. We've started the show officially. Thomas Burke again has not gotten back to me. So no TBR this week, but I think we've got enough show for y'all. We got a 10-pound show in an 8-pound bag, and again, playing engineer this week. We've got Evan, so we're gonna keep the tradition going, and we're gonna start off with you. So, what weird shit are you gonna be talking about?
Well, you know, as far as like just, do you want me to rattle off all the movies right away? That seems
my God.
counterintuitive.
Whatever you're smoking, let's stop that first, and then just pick a goddamn. So, first off, again, we did talk about this before. So, you told me you're gonna talk about what? Do you want me to put it out there, or do you want to just like?
Well, I'm gonna. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, you forgot. So I have written down that you wanted to talk about Never Back Down.
Is that where you want me to start? That's what I wasn't sure where you wanted me to start.
I don't watch
I-
this dumb shit.
know.
Like
Never
I
Back
don't-
Down is great. This is
Okay, tell me
this
about it.
is directed by Jeff Wadlow. It came out in the year 2008. I've seen it a bunch of times, but I have a buddy who has seen a lot of Jeff Wadlow movies and was interested in filling out his entire filmography, and that was the only one he hadn't seen. So we watched it together, and it's got Sean Ferris, which I incorrectly attributed to being in Cheaper by the Dozen on our action podcast when I brought this movie up at one point. He's actually in Yours, Mine, and Ours, which is another movie where they have too many children. But anyway, it's got him in it. He's a kind of a troubled teen. He gets in a massive brawl at the beginning of the movie and during a football game because somebody brings up his dead father who wrapped his truck around a tree while he was driving drunk one night, and the boy was in the truck with him. So he moves. He has to move because he gets in this giant fight. He gets kicked out of his school, so he moves to Florida, to Orlando. And there he runs into this teenage underground fight club that's going on.
Teenage underground
Yeah,
fight.
they're
club.
high schoolers, yeah. But they're like doing UFC fights, sanctioned brawls, as Evan Peters calls them in the movie. Evan Peters also in this movie, Mr. American Horror Story. Long before he was Mr. American Horror Story. He's about like 19 here or so. He's very young. Anyway, so he starts with Digimon Hunsao. How do you say his name? His last name?
Digimon Hunsao? I'm guessing that's wrong.
It's not right. That's not how you say his name. But he's in a lot of shit. Blood Diamond and a bunch of movies. Anyway.
Call him Digimon. Yeah, boo, dude. What the fuck?
How do you go read his name? Try to read his name. It's impossible.
I'm just
can't.
booing your entire review.
Holy
dude.
shit! I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
Right? Exactly.
You already dug your hole. I'm not trying to jump in it.
So he starts training with him. He's like an ex MMA pro, and Amber Heard is also in this movie. She's very young. She kind of baits Sean Ferris's character into going to this party because he thinks she likes him, but she baits him to the party to fight her boyfriend because he's Cam Gigandet. He's like the cool kid in school. He's rich, and he beats the shit out of Sean Ferris, and then there starts their rivalry. So it's kind of a Karate Kid-esque story where he's like training to beat the bad guy, you know?
Yeah.
And it's got a lot of very 2000s needle drops. There's some My Chemical Romance, some Rise Against, and some stuff like that. There's even Soulja Boy comes on at one point in the final act. And it all builds up to this like tournament at the end of the movie that's like the beatdown is what they call it. It's like a mixed martial arts tournament where he's going to face off against the guy. And should I talk about how the movie ends? It's probably obvious how it ends because it's
I
the
don't
type
know.
of movie it is.
Come on, you've been in like 84,000 film podcasts. I got to tell you how to talk about a movie.
Well, I mean, I don't know how far. Everyone's got a different format. I don't know how far you want me to go with it.
Oh, you're outing yourself right now. I thought you were my passionate Aries lover and you liked my art.
I do, but you guys are pros at how you talk. You know how you talk about it. I don't know how you know.
I make shit up. I don't watch movies, dude. I just lie about it.
Obviously, though, you know how this. I can tell you how it ends because it's obvious. He's gonna.
Okay, well, we're going right to spoilers, dude. What the hell?
Well, it's obvious he's gonna win. He's not gonna get beat by the fucking guy again. What a stupid movie that would be.
I mean, it's called Rocky.
Well, yeah, but that's different. That's different.
That's good.
This is like 2000s teenager MTV type movie. He has to win, you know?
Yeah, why are you watching it?
Because I like it.
Dude, you just turned 30, okay?
I did, yeah. I've liked this movie since I was like 14, 15, when I was that young when I first watched it. Not long after I had my first smoke and drink.
It's all been downhill since then, dude. Okay, well here, let me
it's got some cool fights. It's the editing's not it's like, since they're not like stuntmen, it's kind of a lot of cuts during the fights and stuff. But there are a couple sequels that came out where like Michael Jai White took over and there's actual fighters.
I love a Jai White, dude.
So there's like a lot of long take fighting in the other ones, but
I heard again, we got a buddy we played Dead by Daylight with. Shout out to Mikey, also the one that bought me Taco Bell in the earlier story. Yeah. He gave me a critique. He went and watched Boy Kills World, and this is the best critique I've ever gotten from him. And he's like, I think I've been spoiled by John Wick. There are too many edits in it. He just wanted some like long shot. Take. Yeah. And I'm like, hey, that's a legitimate like complaint. Like that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't watch that shit. I don't like action movies.
Dude, so I feel like the direct to video arena of action is where some heat's at, right? The stuff Scott Adkins is in and stuff is fire. And it's all long take. I'm going to talk about one of those later on. So I'll get into that.
So here, let me give you a focus then. These movies you cover, do you think the highbrow, half of us very academic in their film digestion, David M. Dawson, or David Dawkins for fans of cinema grab ass, or myself, Lord Battle from RTW Roundtable Wrestling, do you think we would like this movie?
I don't think David would like this movie.
Why?
You might, Russell. I don't know. It just doesn't strike me as because you have an appreciation for shit that can be I don't know. You're able to appreciate things that maybe even aren't your speed in a way that a lot of people aren't.
Yep.
And
I'm carrying. I'm loving
David I feel like Dave also he's laughing. He was laughing the entire time I was talking about it. So I feel like he would be like, this shit is so fucking dumb, dude. I can just hear him saying it.
Yeah, it sounds horrible, dude. Although, dude, I love like drumline. So,
whoa, dude,
you might like it. I did not think you would be a
drumline
fan. I don't know. Maybe we watch Never Back Down together one night. Now I gotta see. I'm curious.
Yeah,
curious.
I'm sorry. I had to look up Drumline, and I'm like, is that the Nick Cannon movie? Because
Sure the fuck is, dude.
Why would you offer that? Why, dude? You know what? I give you a great intro. You're a fucking learned, raw ass, twisted ass filmmaker, and then you're like, "Oh, I love drumline."
You know, sometimes you gotta like drumline, dude. All right.
We watched drumline in band class when I was in like 5th grade.
Yeah, let me. The context is that I was a drummer, and that's probably why I liked it.
Oh, dude,
Really?
what? What kind of? Are we talking high school drums or like in a band, dude?
Both.
No wonder
I
you're straight.
continued. I've quit. I've quit now, but
Why?
I played saxophone. When I
Oh,
was
me too. Alto.
Oh
So-
shit. Well, I started there and then I ended up playing the
Tenor.
the fucking what's the
A
one that
big
sits
ass
on the
one?
floor? Yeah.
Oh,
Forget the name of
I
it.
forgot what it's called.
it's a B word. Oh my god, I hate this.
Baritone.
Baritone. There
right?
you go.
Baritone sax, yeah. The Barry sax. Yeah, I ended up playing that one because I had like big lungs.
That you're now using to smoke.
Dude, you got big
I'm
lung
not
vibe, dude.
destroying.
Actually, I'm sorry, David. That was a fantastic joke right there, and I trampled it. That was fucking good.
It wasn't
Damn.
that good, dude.
It was good. I liked it. I was gonna make an embouchure joke, and I'm like, probably not for our audience, but go ahead, put those lungs to action. Go to rip. Go ahead. You have permission.
I was in choir too.
Okay, we don't care. All right, that's
Just so
enough.
you know.
We can only pretend so
He's
much.
like,
Evan.
all right,
Come on.
enough lungs that I have.
Yeah.
And shut the fuck up.
Rip the damn bong, and then let's
Yeah, hit it,
move
dude.
on.
Okay.
Come on,
all
hit
right,
it.
Damn. I gotta
Chug,
put some
chug,
fucking
chug.
flour in it. It's not loaded with anything. I can't just hit an empty bong. A side story. My friend Charlie in high school could. I don't. He would resin hit a pipe, and there's nothing in it. I'm like, how are you even hitting that? It's fucking. There's nothing there.
And then, oh,
Hell yeah, dude. Who's got the herb, bro?
Okay.
my camera froze briefly when you lit that, and it looked like you had gone scanners or something.
Fuck yeah.
All right, all right, you're done. Never back down. Out of 12
Yeah.
stars, what would you give it?
About a 7, I think.
Okay, now just to be clear, thank you for just rolling right into that. But again, y'all claim to listen to the show, so you're gonna have to abide by the rules of true cinema judge, God, and do 12-star rating.
Yeah, about a 7 out of 12 here, I think.
So you didn't like the movie?
Is it? Well, no, I like it. I like it, but it ain't perfect. It's it's ridiculous. Like,
Oh God, Oksana, can you pull up the conversion chart? I don't know where it went. I think Clark took it with him when he left.
yeah, that's what I have. The conversion chart is so fucked for that scale. I thought, like, a 7 out of 12 percentage wise is good, but
I'm gonna look it up.
12
I'm gonna
point
check.
scale wise, isn't it like 1 through 8 is bad?
Well, just do simple math. 6 is half a 12, right? So that would be like what, like a
Oh,
2.5.
Okay,
So
let's
you
go
give
8.
it like a 3. Okay, an 8. All right.
That'd be like a 3.5.
Yeah, around there. I should know this
Fuck is
stuff. But,
going on, dude?
okay, you're next. So you better you better.
I don't watch movies, dude.
You're next, bitch.
Well, I'm coming for you next. You better get ready. You better pull out your 12-star conversion chart. 12-star.
I'm just gonna give them all
ratings.
12, dude.
Oh,
So 7.
okay.
That would be
How many thumbs?
1.17 thumbs.
Okay. All right. That checks out. So he hated it. Okay. What do you got next? You don't
Me?
know. God, I have to read it to you. I forgot.
Yeah, no, I know. If it's me again, it's Legend of Billie Jean.
Not my lover.
And it not a Michael Jackson related movie. As you
I
might
beg to
initially
differ.
think. Only an homage in title, and it does feature a Michael Jackson song, I believe.
And how is it not related? What the fuck?
Well, because it's not. The song just plays during a scene. It's not like, and it's not even Billie Jean. It's a different Michael Jackson song. But so this movie stars Christian Slater when he is just a young lad. One of his very early roles, and I believe his older sister is the lead. And I forget her first name, something Slater, because they're siblings. And so
Ellen.
they're Ellen. Okay.
She looks like she rips the bong too, at least from her IMDb profile.
Well, she in this movie, they at the beginning they're tight, brother and sister with a close relationship. Their father has passed, and they have a single mom. Dad left them a little bit of money, and the only thing the son was able to buy with his money was a scooter, a motor scooter, not like a razor, uh, like a Kawasaki or something.
Yeah, we get it, dude.
And so it like treasures this scooter, and these like town bullies, they come and destroy this scooter because they were being mean to his sister, and he threw a milkshake on them. And so they come and steal the scooter and then destroy it and like beat the shit out of him. She finds him like bloodied up in the bed and stuff. And so she goes to get the money back for the damage to the bike. She goes to the guy, the bully's dad's store, and says they owe him $600 and something, and she's really pushing this whole fair is fair. Like, that's what, they did the damage, they should pay it back. Well, then the dad takes her upstairs to get the money from the safe, and he like tries to like make a sexual advance on her. Then he's like, you could do me favors and get the money back. She's like a child, and so there's like a scuffle, and then the brother has came in at that point, and the register was left open, and he sees a gun in it, so he picks up the gun and is like holding it and when they come down the stairs, he accidentally shoots the dad of the bully, which then starts them on like a countrywide. They're on the run, these kids are, and so the whole movie she's still trying to get the $600 and something for the scooter. And it becomes like a whole nationwide thing. Like, she's on the news, they're on the news, and like they get this whole following behind them. Like, it becomes almost like a political movement. This thing happening, and it's like got a bunch of action. There's a bunch of chase scenes. Like, they fight a bunch, and it's very like action packed and goes places you wouldn't think based on like the description and how like it's a scooter that sets it all off. Like,
You know what? Now, I pulled it up. I was tempted to open up a screen in here and share as I go through IMDb, but I felt like that might be distracting. I've seen this cover a bunch, and I always thought it was a roller derby movie.
Yeah, no, it has a weird vibe. I didn't know what to expect going into it. My friend Brian had just recommended it. We had watched Never Back Down, and that was the thing we watched next. Never Back Down was kind of my pick, and then this one was his. So, and I had never even heard of this. It was brand new to me, but I was like, I'm down. Because me, I'll kind of just watch anything. And we put it on, and I really liked it. I really liked it.
Yeah, we know.
It was
all right. David, what do you think about this shit?
Hold on. Speaking of distracting, have you guys noticed that Craig is just staring at you horrifically?
Oh my god.
That's what I've been focusing on this entire time.
Yeah, fuck Craig. You know what? Let's try it.
I fucking hate Craig.
Now, I know, Evan, again, you've got the tough position that Randy has of engineering this show, but would it fuck it up if I added a screen here?
Share your screen? No, that's fine. That's fine.
Let's try it then. We'll have to go live. Yeah, are you sure this isn't going to fuck shit up?
It's not going to fuck shit up. You're good.
All right.
You're good. And then I'll click on the watch stream.
Oh, but then how are we going to look at each other then? Oh, we're there. And Craig's still here too, this fucking idiot.
Yeah, we're good.
Fucking Craig, dude.
You just the window is the same size as us, so it's small, but they can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the movie. There's a lot of good chases. See him pushing the trash can. He's got a toy gun. The Christian Slater has a toy gun that he literally fakes people out with for most of the movie. Right there, he draws it. That's it. He just pointed it. That's a fucking toy. That's not even a real gun. He just held that guy up with.
All right, this is gonna be a problem. Let me. Also, she kept standing out to me. What the fuck is she from?
I don't know, but she's a very interesting face.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what else she's from. She's a child in this, but she's probably been in some other.
Oh,
shit.
Is that fucking Bart Simpson?
Oh, it might be.
Lisa.
Lisa. Okay, yeah.
God,
because Bart's
that's weird.
By a woman too, but
yeah,
that's Lisa. Okay.
It's bad when you look like you do a voice for a cartoon. It's like the joke that we always hear. You got a face for radio. Good one, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, this is a cool movie though. Like I've never heard anybody bring it up and like there's a solid little cast in it. Like all the main people who go on the run, they're all really young, but they all do really good in terms of their performances, and there's a lot of good. They kind of like it's darker than you expect too. Like I at any point I would have not been shocked if like one of these kids even early in the movie just got fucking offed. You know, like it's very like dark with the way that it goes about things.
I
And it uses 80s music really, really well. There's a lot of good needle drops. Pat Benatar's Invincible is one of them. The Michael Jackson song. Billy Idol, Rebel Yell is in it. A lot of good needle drops.
love a rebel yell. That's my jail song, dude.
It's shot great too. I mean, you can see there, like all the cinematography is really solid.
Yeah, the framing looks good. What do you think, David? You're our resident filmmaker.
Am I supposed to be watching the stream right now? I haven't even clicked on it, dude. I'm so distracted right now, dude. I got Craig. This is also the computer that we use to shoot the live streams for Leech. So I'm finding like new spots of fake blood all over the screen.
All right, you're clearly doing something more important. So we'll check back in with you.
All right, now wait. No, I'm looking at I don't care, dude. That movie sounds like shit. Whatever.
Yeah, I think I left it on an ad right when you came over. So, all right. Do you know what's next, Evan?
Yeah. So next, I'm gonna go into let's go into the Scott Adkins ones next. One shot and one more shot, because I think we really kind of I'm more interested in talking about those now than Long Kiss Goodnight, even because we talked about the DirecTV action scene, and I really think that's where there's a lot of heat at. Like Scott Adkins, he's got a lot of really solid movies, and these two are simulated one takes. These movies, so the whole movie is like one shot, both of them, and he's like a fucking some kind of CIA operative or some kind of special government operative. It doesn't really matter. He's an ass kicker. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, is that the tagline for the movie?
James Nunn is who directed these, not to be confused with James Gunn.
Oh my god.
He at least directed the first one. He directed them both. They're actually Navy SEALs, it turns out. I was wrong. But ass kicker, right? So, because that's just not relevant. It doesn't matter what they are. But anyway, they're in the first one, they're like transporting a prisoner to this like fucking super locked down like prison facility on this island. And
Wait, hold on. What are you talking about right now?
One Shot. The movie's called One Shot.
Okay, sorry. I accidentally clicked on Premiere Pro, so I spent that whole time trying to shut it.
One Shot from 2021.
Okay, I'm back. Let me get this shit off the screen. Go ahead.
And so, yeah, they go to this prison complex on an island, and while they're there, this girl's like an interrogator that you're looking at there in the trailer. And there's a prisoner, like a very important prisoner, who has like knows the location of bombs that are hidden like in the United States, like dirty bombs that they're going to blow up. And so they're interrogating him, trying to get the information. Well, while they are, this group of like mercenaries show up to like try to bust him out and rescue him. So it becomes like a shit show. Like there's a bunch of firefights, and it devolves into chaos. And so,
okay,
at the end of the movie, they've got homie in custody and stuff, and then
wait, you went right to the end.
Well, because I'm doing these kind of as one big. They work better as one big movie. I think if you watch these, you should watch them back to back. It's One Shot and One More Shot. Is the names of the movies?
That's me on a Friday night.
It's got a ton of good. Like you can see here, a lot of fire. I mean, literally, majority of the movie is them shooting each other. Like it's a lot of action, a lot of fist fights, a lot of gunfights. Really good camera work where the one take always flows together from, and you kind of jump from. They do it very naturally of where you're following a character, and then maybe they talk to another character, and then they leave, and now you're following the one you were left with. Like it's very organic the way they transition, between the people. And so by the end of the movie, I'm not telling you everything because there's a lot more, but to get us to the second one, they have this guy in custody. There's a kind of more side stories that happen in this too that you see play out, but I'm not going to talk about those because they're better if you don't. Like, they're better if you see them just play out. But they have the guy in custody, and at the beginning of the next movie, they have him at an airport. And homeboy Scott Adkins is I don't remember his character's name. Jake Harns, yeah. What
Harris.
a fucking Harris. Okay.
Oh
It's
my
tiny.
god.
Tiny. I
Too
can't see.
high, dude.
I thought Harns was a weird name. I'm like, that sounds fucking stupid. But Jake Harris, yeah. So he's like at the beginning of the next movie, they're at the airport, and Tom Berenger is like this crotchety old fuck who's like this senator or congressman or whatever, and they're trying to get the prisoner to give them the information still. They haven't gotten the location of the bombs out of him, and it's like time for them to go, like it's close to time for them to go off. And so when they're at this airport, they have like all these private military people that they've hired to get this prisoner. Well, it turns out there's like a rat in the group, and they turn on so it's like Scott Adkins versus the world in this one, and he's fighting actual military contractors because they were playing both sides kind of the whole time, and this was when they chose to reveal their big plan. And basically,
Is this the second one now?
This is the second one, yeah.
Okay.
These are way better than I'm making them sound currently.
I don't know, dude. I'm riveted right now.
Yeah, dude.
All right, what the fuck? Give it out of 12. What are we doing here?
You know?
Oh no.
Wait. Are you giving them both one rating? Or are you rating them separately?
See, let's talk about that for a second. if I rate them,
let's fucking break it down, dude. Yeah.
So I'm giving separately. I think they're both like 8 out of 12.
Okay.
They're really good movies, really solid action flicks, and
8
as good
would
as
say otherwise.
Nah, 8's good. That's all right. Then fuck it.
Okay, hold on.
Nine.
No. Hold on. I have the conversion chart right here. 1 through 12. I'm going to read them in their related adjective. This is the very rare way that we would roll this out, but for you, I'm going to do it. Unwatchable, awful, bad, mediocre, tolerable, middling, so-so, fine, kind of good. I believe you just said it was fine with an 8. And then now we are in 10 to 12. Good, excellent, great. So are you going to bring that 8 up to a 10 and say it's good? Okay, 2 10s.
Look, I'm going to go 2 10s together, 11.
That's not how math works.
No, but you watch them as one movie, and I'm going, it gets an 11 then, because the way that they like literally pick up almost instantly where the first one left off, and they made the movie several years later, and they do the one shot thing again, and they almost like they level it up. They beat themselves at their own game, by making it even cooler the way they do some of the stuff.
Yeah.
I think it really, like, together they're better if you watch them back to back.
Perfect. All right, we got an 11 for these two movies, and I'm gonna take this opportunity to segue to David M. Dawson, the murderer from Rockford, Illinois. Is that correct?
No, dude.
No.
What are you talking about? That's fucked up. Was it
not a murderer in Rockford, Illinois?
When I was out there for didn't I? Was that when there was like a mass stabbing back at home or something? I was reading about.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't say that.
Yeah, Michael Myers killed like half the people in your hometown while you were at UF.
Yeah, dude.
So here's the thing. And I wanted to pivot here because you just said 10 plus 10 equals 11 because of the movies continuing. And I know that David Dawson has at least seen 2 movies, and that's Halloween 1 and 2. So I thought that would be a perfect pivot. And just to start off your review block, do you like that transition, or are you more a Halloween Rob Zombie style 1 and 2? Or are we doing a, the new trilogy with my personal favorite Halloween Kills in there? Where are you?
Are you asking me which timeline I'm more of a fan of?
Yeah, because I know in the first one, they do the pick it up right after.
Kills would be your favorite Halloween, Russell.
Shut the fuck up. You're done. All right, go smoke your bong, and then let David. Remember, he's the only one here who went to college for film. So this is gonna be how you fucking review a movie. Second
I
off,
should have brought out my fucking degree for this, dude.
oh, you got
Bring
time.
it right back.
This intro is gonna be a minute. and then he also has made what fucking 5 features. How many? 5?
Working on number 6.
Wait, what?
Working on number 6 right now, dude.
Did you say 4 working on 6?
No, I just said working on number 6 right now.
Okay, I thought you said 4
Yeah.
working on. I was like, okay. And then he's got a bunch of shorts. He is the closest thing we've ever had to a real fucking badass, a cinema bad boy. He's gonna, you know what? We had theme music, dude. Here, you know what? I forgot. I was supposed to play your theme music.
More like cinema grab ass, am I right?
Shredding, dude.
I heard nothing.
I barely heard it, but I'm pretty sure I know exactly what it is. I'm assuming
Dude,
that was Cobra shredding, right?
Yeah, like, of course. He
Yeah.
gets it. How come you barely heard it?
I don't know. Technology's bad.
Okay, hold on.
Somebody
All
was
right.
crazy.
Now you've opened the floodgates. So now all right. Can you hear this?
You can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family's nose.
Yes.
Okay, then you're right. It's the fucking Gamergate. I think it it recognized that the shredding was actually more like noise, so it tried to filter it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, my bad. Now I know. All right. Yeah, but
Gamergate
David,
still holding us back.
again, my
So-
beautiful professional segue.
Yeah. I think well, I'm a fan of all of them. So it's but I would just go with the original. I love the 1-2 punch of the original 1 and 2. But sometimes, dude, I have this makes me think of Evan, because you have like 57,000 lists on Letterboxd. You're showing me
Yeah.
I have two, and they're both rankings of the Halloween movies. And one year I put 2 before 1, dude. How about that?
Whoa,
Oh, shit.
what the
Yeah.
fuck? You're talking
I
Rob
love
Zombies too, though, right?
Well, I do love that. That's probably like number 3 or 4 on my list, dude. I love that movie.
Oh, I do too. That movie rips.
Check it
So
out,
good,
boy.
Look at that, dude.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
I got like 6 different copies of it back behind me, dude.
Blockbuster
sealed, brother?
presents, dude. Blockbuster. With the boys of Halloween with the block. Actually, I didn't even know I had this. I'm kind of like stoked on it. It's in good condition.
Yeah, that's cool. It looks clean.
Yeah, it's how I keep my fucking shit clean, dude.
Me
Yeah,
too.
dude, he's not in a shed, dude.
Look, I also got anime because I'm from the Bay Area.
Hell yeah. Me too. Mass Effect. Mass Effect Paragon Lost.
But I also got some twisted shit.
A Clown in Babylon. Oh shit.
And I don't know what this is. I just bought it because I knew it's probably terrible.
It is. Yeah, probably is. I'm not going to say it is. I don't know. I've never seen it, but
Shut
it
the
looks
fuck
like
up.
it probably is.
We gotta meet somewhere and do like a tape night, like a marathon, which is the thing David hates more than anything. And
Yes.
David, I gotta tell you, first off, I love you guys to death. And the one thing that bummed me out was you're not lying when you're like, I don't want to sit down and watch movies. And I'm like, that's the only thing I do.
Yeah, I'm not good at what I don't know, dude. I used to be better, but dude, I don't know. My brain's fucked up, dude. I just can't. I get so distracted, and I just can't even watch movies. I literally split up like a 70-minute movie in like 5 sittings, dude.
It's rough. It's funny too because the type of films you make like demand attention.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
And
It took
yeah,
me
I
like
don't know. I don't,
100 minutes. To finish your movie,
What?
Long Weekend. It took me like 100 minutes to finish Long Weekend, and Russell gave me shit about it. He's like, "Oh, you're still watching that fucking movie? It's only 70 minutes. How long does it take you? Did you pause it 10 times to go smoke?"
Yeah. And you did,
You probably
right?
did,
What
didn't you?
was the answer? You fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Amen. God. But like, look at Long Weekend. Like, that's a fucking. Also, I should tell you, David. I had a game plan set for the day that I could like weasel my way into cinema grab ass, and I had a bunch of answers to shit you had mentioned on that show. And like one of them was like, I think you said that I called you like Patricus, but dumb. And I was gonna be like, fuck you, dude. And I had like a long retort. But just so you know, now that we've cursed your show and it's gone, I just want to say, like, I non-ironically like your movies, and it's just like what I said about everybody who I've grown up with like that played in a band. Like, it's so different when you actually enjoy it. Because you'll still be like, okay,
Right.
cool, yeah, I'll show up maybe. But like when you look forward to it, like I'm definitely looking forward to your new movie, Leech. Don't shake your head when we're
It's just
talking about
It's just the movie's driving me insane, dude. It's ruining my life. Cobra has ruined my life in general, dude.
Whoa, what do you mean by that, bro?
I just can't get. It's just all I think. That's part of why I can't fucking watch movies, dude. I'm just watching Cobra clips, dude.
I feel that. I definitely movies have to be like scheduled into my day now. Otherwise, I'm just on YouTube. But okay, now early before we started recording, I did grill Evan on what he was going to talk about. Now I specifically did not grill you because I had a feeling you may talk about nothing, and that would be totally fine with me. But come on, dig it up. Did you look at your letterbox? What have you watched?
I did. Okay, so I watched a little movie called Himalaya recently.
All right, what'd you think of that?
I liked it. I don't know how to give it a star rate. It would be 3 in the 5, but for me. But I was also I got it from Thomas, and I was like watching it. I was like watching his editing for the most part, which I loved. I mean, he has a great style, and I think he elevated it a lot. But yeah, I thought it was pretty good. It was good.
I got to see this still. I want to watch it.
Yeah, I covered it last week, and I think the takeaway I had was that I love the format of a, like, you know, it's in-world camera. So when you know what the show is supposed to be, it's really easy to tell when it's going off the rails. And I think that's a really easy like format. And I like theirs because they were just doing a live stream. Yeah. So it worked for me. And also that poster art. Who the fuck did the poster art?
That's rad. I like that.
I don't know. It's really sick.
Yeah, it's tight.
I also liked I liked the look of like the guy that was doing like he was like, because it looked like they shot it in a way because they had no location. I don't know if that's true or not. But
I don't either.
I think they pulled it off. Like whatever they did, I think they pulled it off. I like the look of it.
Yeah, the whole time I was like, I think they didn't have a location, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Like it also felt like maybe they were on location, but it didn't capture the look they wanted. So they pumped it up. Yeah, I don't know. I'm into it. I do
remember Thomas we were talking about him editing it some, and I do remember him telling me he added a ton of snow to it.
And
it looked good. That like there's a lot of horrible like snow overlays and shit. There's like bad ways to do it, but it looks pretty good the way that he did it.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all do this, but like if you know, like Robert Rodriguez, he would always talk about like fuck film. He's like, dude, you could do digital and you can make it look like film, which I still don't think you can. Maybe you can. There's something about the vibe though, and like the grain. And he was just like, no, fuck it, you can imitate it. And then ever since then, I always kind of pay hyper attention. You know what they fuck up on is distortion, like the cigarette burn. It's like, right? Those are timed at the end of a reel. Yet I feel like you can find the repetition in that kind of like asset when you're just dropping it on a timeline. And I don't think there's anything I hate more than that. And I was looking at the snow and I couldn't really find a loop in there.
Yeah, he pulled it off.
Yeah.
Like however he did it really well.
Yeah, tight. That also, I mean,
he's got a ton of assets like sitting around, so he probably had fucking 500 snow clips that he pulled from. You know,
yeah. He's also got a ton of ass, dude. That's why I like hanging out with him.
Sick, dude. Fuck him. Dude.
I know. We should have made out with him. That was our fault.
Yeah, I know.
Honestly, he did tell us.
All you guys did with him.
That we're gonna share on this show. You know what I mean? All right. So Himalaya. Brother. Also, are you like David? I know you like like indie, kind of like lowbrow. I mean that in a good way, but kind of like slice of life shit, like poor people cinema. I love this shit. Poverty porn, I believe Randy referred to it as one time, which I thought was fucking weird. But Himalaya doesn't look like the type of movie I would imagine you watching at home.
No, but I also love like indie horror, and I'm into found footage and in world camera stuff. So, and also
Yeah, okay.
like I knew that Thomas worked on it, so I was kind of watching it for that reason.
Yeah, you know what? This is kind of cool because again, David, you're an editor. Evan, clearly we did a Quiz or Die together. Evan's done
Yes.
several movies. And now that we're talking about Thomas's like editing style, it is like I think I refer to it as like very aggressive. Like it's polished, but it's like in your face. Like lower thirds and everything. It's very like boo boo. And I actually thought this was a little bit more restrained than he's used to.
Yeah, I think it looked really good, dude. I didn't think it was too much. It was just enough.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that movie. Evan, I'm curious to see what you would think of it. I think Evan, you know, it's funny. Evan, you're kind of a goofball and I love you for it, but you don't really fuck with like kind of goofball movies. Like this movie's got like a fucking Bigfoot in it.
Yeah.
And for some reason I feel like you'd be like lame.
I mean, I want to watch it. I like the idea of it being a Yeti too. Like is cool because there's so many Bigfoot movies, but there's not a lot of Yeti ones. You know, like that's a little different. So, and the Himalayas, like the Himalayan setting, excites me because I love Uncharted 2, that game. And there's a whole sequence in there where you're in the Himalayas, like fighting these monster things. Just a cool location. And
there's a Hammer horror movie called The Abominable Snowman from 1957, which is not in my Q zone normally, but I would recommend that movie. That movie's fucking tight. Peter Cushing's in it. Like, if you want to watch a Yeti movie that's like like you know, the thing in the 50s, you didn't have all the like the hoopla to distract people, right? So you had to like actually have a good story or like some people who could act.
Yeah,
and, that movie fucking nailed it. And I got too many windows up. I'm gonna put it down on there so you guys could see it, but I'm juggling shit. So help me out here, David. What else you got?
I also watched. By the way, this is like a month's worth of watching stuff. Like these, like 3 movies that I have.
So what are you doing in your free time?
I'm working on my own shit, dude, and fucking working and thinking about dying and stuff like that. And speaking of, I watched Grieve.
Oh shit! All right, now I have to warn you. No, I have to warn you. Robbie Smith, he's very close to the show, and we have an agreement. We've never actually talked about it on air, but we all have to act like we really love films from Near Family. So do not come on here and trash Grieve.
I would never, dude. I liked it a lot, dude. It's extremely up my alley, dude. Just like it's really slow, really stylish, and like I was talking to you a little bit before we started recording. It's like if it was a little bit more raw and it had like because there's one scene with like death metal in it. If it had like a couple more of those and it was a little bit more raw, it'd be perfect for me. So I loved it.
Yeah, Grieve's so bucks. I like it.
Oh, what the fuck? What did you think of Grieve?
Oh, I like it. I like it. It's I love the like slow burn stuff like that. And I love how much Robbie just lets the camera fucking sit on something. Like he doesn't. It's not like he feels the need to constantly go to something else. He just lets it breathe, lets the scene breathe for honestly a really long time in some cases, and I like that.
I mean, even the first shot of the movie is like one shot, and it goes on forever, and I love it. I love it, dude.
Yeah, it's if you go on IMDb, which I pulled up, this Grieve poster. Fun fact, that's Madeline's hand. Right there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's Madeline. She flew out for a couple days and did a special. She did a couple things. She did the carcass of the raccoon, which is now like framed. Yeah, it's framed at my house, and then that's what greets you when you walk into my house. And then she did this hand in like a kind of pyramid that comes out, and
showed a picture of that raccoon to Ellie when I got home. I took a picture of it while I was at your house.
You're like, it's like the ones we have in my shed.
And I showed it to her, and she said, Ooh, daddy, that looks gross.
Yeah, so fuck, David. It's funny. I kind of had the. Oh, look, she's actually credited here, Madeline Mound Hand.
Bound hand.
Oh, that's great.
Mound Hand. That's the tightest credit ever.
Yeah.
But I kind of had a similar critique where I'm like, Robbie, for your first feature, like, have you seen his shorts? By the way,
I haven't. No.
you'll fuck with his shorts. I recommend you watch The Dog Barks. Also, fellow. Yeah, you know what? We'll get together. Maybe we'll do that on the Overlook Discord.
Hell
But
yeah.
he's also another award winner from UF. He won best audience voted short for Snake Bite. Yeah. Dude, it crushed in that fucking theater. It was pretty cool, and I thought from that momentum he would turn around and make a feature and Robbie, Robbie, what the fuck are we doing, Robbie? But I had a similar critique. I'm like, dude, your movie's so polished. I was kind of ready for like an abrasive, kind of like Harmony Korine, people walking out of the theater like, fuck this movie. But it's tight.
I like the
Robbie.
like what I like the mixture of the two though. Like so that like if there would have been just a little bit more grit to it, it would have been like I like the polish and the grit, so it would have been perfect.
Yeah, it's a good blend.
So, like, what would you have if you could have grittied this thing up? What would you have done?
I'd maybe add I'd add some more handheld. I just love handheld stuff. And then like I said, I'm like obsessed with it's all of my movies have it. I'm obsessed with bookmarking the movie with the same song. So I'd go heavy song to open, heavy song to end it, and that's what I would do.
Yeah, I do like that. I think that's the one thing me, you, and Evan don't have in common is that Evan is not a fucking metalhead, bro.
Yeah, dude.
I like all kinds of music, though. I don't dislike metal.
Oh, you know what I hate is when people say that. Oh, like all kinds of music.
You should look at my Spotify, though. I really, truly do.
I believe you. But here's the thing. When you live in California, you know what they say out here?
What?
I like all music but country.
Oh, I like country too.
It's the caveat. I like everything but country. Like you have to be like, oh yeah, no, I like all music. I'm not country. I'm not joking.
Country's probably the most popular genre here.
Dude, you wouldn't know it. Living in the Bay Area, you would not know it. But then, Beyonce makes a fucking country album. And you're like, oh, there's probably some money to be made there. But if you look up on the screen right now, I pulled up Robbie's, what do they call that, David? A slate?
Yeah, or clapper.
Clappers, what I always call
clappers,
it.
Dude.
Clapper.
Yeah, that's why I married Oksana, for clappers, dude. No, but hey, look, here's some merch, y'all. Look, we have a Overlook shirt.
Hell yeah!
You noticed the writing? Robbie Smith did it.
Yep, I was gonna say that looks like a Robbie Smith. He puts a lot of art on Instagram. If the listeners are not following Robbie Smith on Instagram, they should, because his shit's tight.
Yeah, shit's awesome.
I had to stop myself. I have a retort for that. When you tee it up, I fucking knock it out of the park. And I was like, I got guests here. We can't be doing that. All right. So we all love Grieve, whatever. We'll talk. We'll share our real thoughts after we're done recording.
Yeah.
All right. So what else you got?
I think I thought of another one. I watched the first 20 minutes of what's it called? Going to the World's Fair. What the fuck is that called?
Oh, I like that movie.
I've seen it before, but I like rewatch. I'm like doing research for Leech a little bit. I forgot how like screen life that movie is, so I was just like looking at it to see.
Okay,
but that's interesting. That movie's fucking. I love that movie.
Oh yeah.
We're all going to the World's Fair. I believe that's a 12-star. Oh yeah, fucking stars. Yeah, how many stars are you gonna give Grieve?
I gave it 4.5 on Letterboxd. What's that?
Oksana, can you convert that? Only because we respect learned filmmakers here, not like Evan in the shed making short films about like fucking politics, but like real art. All right, Oksana's working on. She's got the calculator up. But okay,
Never mind.
What?
I'll talk about that in a minute. Let you finish your talk with David first, because I'm going to talk about something I'm making.
No,
but
this is a group chat. You just got to jump in there, dude.
Well, I've never shared anything about this except for one teaser clip on Twitter that nobody gave a fuck about like a year ago.
Yeah, me either. I didn't care about it. I don't care about it now.
But I am
you know what?
working
Stop
on
talking.
Okay.
What? What are you working on?
An experimental documentary called Shed, and it's about my life from the time I moved into the shed until the time. So I'm still recording stuff. It's gonna be a mixed media like experimental documentary, and I'm gonna have some weird trippy like effects and stuff, and do it kind of do something different and weird. But it's gonna be a documentation sort of my life while I'm in the shed, all the ups and downs and the different,
All the ups
out.
and downs in the shed, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what are
dude.
the
Oh.
ups?
Like when I get to leave the shed and go outside.
Dude, it's just funny because I know you well enough that whenever I'm teasing you, it's always about like you're so social, and I hate it because it took me a long time to get where I am. Like just like hanging out with y'all in here on camera. Like this is something like fucking 3 years ago. It would have gave me a panic attack thinking about it. And then Evan floats out here and he's like chopping it up with the ladies, networking. And I'm like, you live in a shed, right? It's not really a shed. It's like people can live there. It's a shed, but it's like it's got windows in it and shit. When I think shed, I think of like a tin roof, like not like somewhere that you would choose to sleep.
Yeah.
That is like legit. And you don't really get out and like hang out with people like in person that much, right?
Not here, not a ton, no.
So what the fuck is your documentary about?
Well,
The shed, bro.
Yeah. So, it is about those times where I do get out sometimes, but a lot of it's stuff I do around here, like with Ellie or with stuff by myself. There's a lot of mixture of like emotionally, like there's a couple times where like I was in a dark place and I'd record something like a vlog type video, so that's all going to be chopped in there, and there'll be pictures and stuff overlaid on top of some stuff while I'm talking. It's going to be very all over the place and weird.
Are we gonna get any meth footage?
I gotta get my phone there's a phone that I had while I was an addict.
Oh, here's the movie. Here's the movie.
There is a phone,
dude,
at my grandparents' house that I need to get, and I would like to use some of that footage, but probably not for Shed, because Shed is only my life from the time I moved into the shed to the time I moved out, and it's not.
You know what that means?
Yet.
You know what that means? You should start doing meth again.
All right, he'll do meth if you drink.
But I do want to recover
I'm not
that
doing
phone to use that footage for something else, because there's probably some shit on there that I could use.
Well,
for something.
You know what? You can go ahead and use this if you want for your movie. You know what? You're welcome to any of this right here.
Yeah, I actually have some footage of you and Terrell and Benji.
Okay, you can't use that.
And I'm using that. I'm gonna.
Oh my god. Well, you know what? You're gonna be talking to my fucking lawyer, bro.
It's anything. There's some screen life footage of like virtual things that happen. It's very mixed, like a lot of different shit.
Like the reviews will be. All right. David, now we skipped over your fucking 12-star rating for Himalaya. So what are you giving that? Remember, friend of the show again. You really dug a hole with these movies.
I'll go 8.
Fuck yeah, dude. What did I give it? God, I reviewed it last week. I don't even remember. I think I gave it like an 8 or a 9 or a 10 or I don't know, 14 or something. All right. And then what we're talking like, so before we got on here, you were kind of talking about Leech. I don't know how much you want to put out there, but that's your Gothic King Cobra movie.
Yeah. I mean, well, it's inspired by Gothic King Cobra. It's not like
it's inspired, dude. You have to praise the fucking dark wizard.
Lord, dude. Dark Lord.
Yeah, it is
brother.
the Dark Lord. I know. Which again, you're going to talk to my lawyer too, because Lord Battle here. Okay, only I can use that title.
The Dark Lord Battle.
We also ripped off your. I think you have similar rings.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. When I was up here going like, ooh, I was like, dude, I didn't wear them. And I felt so here, let me tell you, brief story. Last metal show I went to, I was moshing it up because I'm full of tea. I got lots of tea, even though I'm fucking old. So my tea is it's trying to get out of my body. And I lost a ring. I lost my pinky ring. And now it doesn't feel right. I lost a magic ring and I've lost all my mojo. So I haven't been wearing them.
Oh no.
All right, Evan, you know what? You can use that in your documentary too.
Yeah,
I don't own any rings. I don't own
Okay.
any rings.
Not even one for your cock, dude.
Well, that's different. I got a few of those.
Why do I feel like you're a pervert? Let me just, this hasn't come up before. This is brand new on air. But I feel like you put like in your documentary, are we going to see some gnarly shit happening to poor girls in there?
I haven't decided if I'm going to include that yet or not. But
okay. Are you waiting for the statute of limitations to go up? I don't know if it goes up for murder, dude. So
no, mostly if you see anything like that, it would probably just be me jerking off. It's probably not.
That's going to make the cut?
Nobody comes into the shed, really. You don't bring somebody back. You don't go, hey, babe, you want to come back to the shed? You know?
You could pull
Bro,
it off.
you could easily not call it a shed, and it would be fine.
Well, but they're going to get here and see it, David. That's the...
Yeah, but it's not.
No.
It's not like a shed. Like we were just saying, dude. It's different.
Kind of a shed.
All right. Have you ever brought a girl in there?
No, well, yeah. My ex-wife.
Oh, and that's what's
split it up. You see how that turned out.
She was like, fuck, I should have went to your place before we got married.
No, she did come hang out in the shed a lot when we first started dating, yeah. Because I was in the shed then too, and I left the shed for a long time, and like we had a house we rented and then another house.
Oh, so you're back.
I'm back in the shed. Yeah. But Shed the documentary only encompasses the second time I've lived in the shed.
We should call it Back in the Shed then.
I know, dude. The title's right there. Back in the shed.
And I'll use the Weezer song.
Oh my god. Weezer. The reason I started playing guitar. Not exploring that though. So David, if you're cool with it, I just wanted to bring up a thing you were talking about where you're making a Screen Life movie, kind of. Maybe. It might not be by the end of it, but I think you found a good movie to kind of use as like a lo-fi Screen Life movie.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's why I popped it in. Kind of get the feel, because I forgot. I like didn't know how much Screen Life it got into, But
I mean, I would argue that like 90% of the movie, I actually think that this is kind of an in-world camera film, like by majority. And I think that some of the parts that she's walking around and there's actually like a disembodied camera, I almost want to make a like lame argument that is in-world and it's on her channel, but we're just being presented like it's real.
Oh, that's how I view it. 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I would be like, that's an in-world movie. It's on my favorite in-world camera movies list.
Dude, it makes me, I don't know, it kind of bums me out because I watch so much YouTube. Like, I feel like we're all going to the World's Fair and Cam could like coexist in like kind of cautionary tales about the internet.
Yeah.
Right? Because I feel like this bitch is manipulating us the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. Look at you. You're a real fucking filmmaker, dude. We should have gave you more awards enough. Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
We should give you like all of them.
You thought he was talking to me?
I didn't know what the fuck. You're right. It was definitely me.
All right. Well, is this movie twisted enough? Is it gritty enough? Or are you going to come after them and be like, gritty up your movie, bitch?
I love that movie. That's a 12-star movie.
It's heavy too, honestly. It ain't like gritty, but fuck, it's pretty heavy,
Also, I love the goddamn poster. I love it.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so fucking good. How do you guys feel about the have you seen the trailer for her new movie?
I didn't watch the trailer because I'm just in already. So
oh, you're one of those guys.
Yeah, we don't fuck with trailers, dude. I'm actually shocked.
I'll watch a trailer and then I love the movie, and then I don't even need to see the movie. Who gives a fuck, dude?
Yeah, right. You watch a trailer and halfway through you're on your phone.
That's true.
I did watch a trailer for an in-world camera movie that I really want to see. We watched a trailer last night. It's called Rucker. Have you
Okay.
seen that? It's about
No,
a trucker.
Oh, that
Oh
sounds
my!
sick.
Are you making this shit
Hell
up
yeah.
right now?
No, this is real. No, for 100%. This is a real movie that I
No,
really
you're
want
talking
to
about
see.
Rucker, the in-world camera film about Fuddruckers.
Yeah,
Fuck
it's a
yeah,
truck
dude.
driver for Fuddruckers.
Wait, do y'all know what Fuddruckers is? I just
Yeah.
realized.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, the other trash logo that's on like the stickers that I brought out, that's the Fuddruckers logo.
That's so We had a Fuddruckers out here for a hot minute, and then it went away, and now are they still a thing?
I think there's a few, dude.
I don't know.
There was a couple out here, and they were like staples in me growing up, and now they're gone, and my whole life has been a nightmare ever since.
All right. Why don't you make a documentary about it?
I will.
Call it Back in the Fuddruckers.
Yeah.
Look at Evan. Evan, are you frozen? You look so mad down there.
No. I was actually, weirdly enough, that trailer is rolling on the We're All Going to the World's Fair page, and I was watching it.
All right. Well, you know what?
Pussies. Marijuana.
I know. Yeah. Can you rip a bong for the crowd again?
Yeah. Give the people
He's just
what
like,
they
you don't have
want,
to twist my arm, dude. So you know what?
Yeah,
Let's jump in.
That's a hybrid. I would, to be fair, to clarify my stance on the emerald camera-ness of that, I would call it a hybrid, but it's so much screen life that I count it as an emerald camera movie.
So are you talking about I Saw the TV Glow or Nevada?
I saw the TV glow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
honestly, to me, I don't think I'm gonna like that movie, so that's why I brought it up.
Have you all watched Self-Induced Hallucination?
Yeah. Slender Man one?
Yeah. I like
Dude.
that one a lot. Yeah.
Dude, I love that movie. But I just love YouTube. And I think, dude, David, did you ever watch the documentary Feels Good Man?
Oh,
I
I
think
did.
so,
That's
no.
the
I know
Pepe the Frog fucking
No, I haven't seen
on
that.
the poster.
I need to.
Watch it. It's a YouTube doc. So like a lot, but it's cinema verite too. So there's a lot of like it's a real feature. I fucking hate that I just said that. Again, I know if you listen to this show, me and Clark have a big argument about like the difference between documentary on YouTube and not. And I think Clark was right. Cinema verite lives off YouTube. If you're on YouTube and you're making documentaries, you're probably not leaving the shed.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm glad you heard that. But that's the main thing. I think they're just less visual. And I think Feels Good Man is one of the best online gathered information, crafted into a narrative with still cinema verite like backing it.
I do agree with what you're saying about how you kind of have, and that's why I'm choosing to do Shed the way I am with the weird editing, because it will be a lot of stuff that will be less interesting to look at otherwise, you know?
I don't even know if it's like less interesting, but it's more like the modern archival footage. You know what I mean? Like everything is like gathered. It's nothing is like filmed. Except no, yours sounds like it's going to be almost like I don't know, direct cinema or something. Yeah.
It is that a lot, because a lot of it is just straight up videos that I've pulled from my phone camera roll that were shot just as of not like without the documentary in mind. It was just me recording something, you know, like it's a bunch of very organic just clips I'm pulling. So it would be, I guess, more direct cinema.
Yeah. All right. Well, do you have any more thoughts?
I do think
not
think
you shut the hell up.
Well,
it's
this
David's
is
time.
Back to TV Glow.
Okay.
Because I was gonna say I'm kind of with you, David, on just from what I've heard about the movie. I haven't watched the trailer, but I do think I'm gonna be less hyped on this one than I was on We're Going to the World's Fair. But I do still really want to see it.
Why?
It seems like there's like a weird like Stranger Thingsy vibe to, from the trailer, like kids, you know. I don't know. It's just not my vibe.
I almost get the vibe of it's like her making the movie that people want her to make versus like
We're
All Going to the World's Fair was the movie that a movie she wanted to make. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost feels like what people will expect or want from her next. Versus, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. This is totally just me talking out of my ass about from what I've read, you know. But
I mean, I could be wrong too. I just watched the trailer and I was like, I don't know, dude.
I don't know. I'm looking right here, and I think you're right. We've got that like purple pink 80s Florida
Yeah.
kind of vibe going on,
Yeah.
but like it's gonna be middle of nowhere America, which is usually shot in Canada. Like, oh yeah, I don't. This is definitely far removed from where all going to the World's Fair.
Yeah.
That,
And
which is like
Self-Induced
raw
too.
and lo-fi. Yeah,
So
I
far
don't
from
know.
that too.
Y'all got me worried. Yeah, but fucking Jane, she's touched a couple of like Eye Slicer. I love them. That whole like, have you guys checked that out at all?
I've never seen that.
No.
All right, just like bookmark that name. Have you guys seen Chain for Life?
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Okay. What about
Neither.
Drib?
I love Drib.
I've heard it. I've heard of Drib. I haven't seen it.
Okay, we've talked about Drib on here a lot, but this movie is a
you
very
told me
Randy.
about this movie, I think.
I know this poster. I've seen this poster all over the place.
Randy bought me a copy of this movie so that I would watch it. And hey, anybody want to buy me a movie? I'll watch it. Although Rich, do not chime in right now because I have a stack of shit I need to watch for you. But David, I think you'd fuck with this. This is like high production, but like minimal story. Like they almost go out of their way to make it like a smaller indie movie. I just think you would fuck with it. And I saw it on Jane's, like, also known for, so I just had to point that out.
She worked
All
on
right.
I'll have to
Drib.
check that out.
No, but Drib, that actor, the one with that oh god, I'm trying to think of a PC way to refer to it. The one that looks great on camera.
Oh, I know
He's in Drib. He's an actor in
Okay.
Drib, and yeah, he's got a good part in that.
Yeah.
So, all right,
It's the
and then
same guy from the Glazer movie, isn't it?
from Nikki Glazer. I don't know.
No, from Jonathan Glazer, the Scarlett Johansson Under the Skin. Isn't it the same guy from Under the Skin?
Yep. That I think
Yeah.
that's where he kind of got his career.
Yeah.
Was it kicked off from there? Yeah. All right, David. Anything else you want to add?
No.
All right, I didn't think
Negative.
so. Honestly, I think you talked more about film on here than the 6 episodes of Cinema Grab actually did.
I take that back. I want to shout out. I also watched Shrek Crack.
Oh yeah, motherfucker.
I'm
I
excited.
mean, I can't
to
really
watch
say.
that next month.
I don't really know how to talk about it because it's like, but like 12 stars.
Hell yeah.
Man, I want to. How come you got to watch it, man?
It's on
I wanna
YouTube.
watch
dude.
it.
YouTube.
Oh, it's on YouTube. Wait, what do you mean you can't? What? How do you not know how to talk about it then? This is our Q
I
zone.
just don't even. I don't even really know what it's about, dude. I mean, there's Shrek Crack and there's. I don't know, dude. Just check it out, dude. Everyone
Hey,
check
is
it out. Canis
Is
Click
it
rocks.
in world? Is it in world?
No.
Damn. Because I'm like, fuck it. Don't watch it. Let's just program it. Here's the thing. I don't know if you got to see it before, Evan, but we showed a movie called That's Not Austin.
No, I've never seen that.
Let's see if it's on here. I bet he didn't even fucking put it up here. No, of course not. Sean Patrick O'Brien, who does the Seltzer cast. Actually, are they still operating, Oksana?
Oh, look. Wait. Google search for That's Not Aston. Tell it. Look. See, no. Showing results for it down below. Tell it to search instead for That's Not Austin.
What?
Right below. Right down.
Oh,
Go
did I
down.
misspell it? I don't like sharing a screen. I'm getting vibes of having Clark in here. No, this is not what I wanted.
The last Seltzer Cast podcast that went up was the finale from June 1st of 2023.
The finale?
The Pure Madness finale.
Oh, we were a part of
were
that.
on that
Yeah, we were.
one.
God, we killed them too. All right, let's go through the graveyard of podcasts that we've created. First, there's the Three Friends podcast. I hate to say this, but I do think that maybe Scary Thoughts is on the way out.
No, they're just on a hiatus.
Okay, that's also dead. Cellar
Yeah,
Dwellers. They're gone. What else have we done? Barely Functional Gamers had a podcast. They're now dead. Fuck. Then Seltzer Cast. What else do we got? We're up to 4, and then Cinema Grab Ass. I'm gonna go ahead and call them. That's
To be
5.
fair, we haven't put up an episode of Void Video in like a year.
Void Video.
Randy's other one.
Randy's other show, the Vinyl Floor.
That yeah.
I don't know what happens. We steal the energy out of people. I think what happens is that everybody assumes we make money doing this. And then we hang out with them. And they're like, that was a lot of fun. We should do it more. And they're like, oh, how much money do you guys make? And it's like, money? What? Like, we all work jobs to fly David Lynch out here. We are negative. We make nothing here. And then they wrap it up. So, all right.
I just think it's really easy to start a podcast, and then it's also really easy to quit a podcast. So
Not for me, apparently. I've had so many reasons to stop, and then no. I keep coming back. All right. I know this has been a long
A lot of
episode
work.
of me. Yeah.
Oh no, so we were not on the finale. We were on the Pure Madness episode 5.
Okay.
Almost exactly a year ago.
We missed the finale. I remember that.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Let me wrap this up really quick. Again, I just want to tell you guys, all jokes aside, that I do love you. And thank you for staying on here for 4.5 hours. But
Hey, we've only been recording for like
okay, I don't need the
2
actual
hours.
numbers. Okay, can you not trample all my fucking jokes? All my endearing moments where I'm trying to connect with my friends. You're like, well, actually,
actually,
it's only been 70 minutes.
like a fucking
Although,
Reddit kid.
David is over there squirming. We have a camera on him. He's like, this is longer. This is so long for you.
this chair is
I'll be
it's hurting my ass, dude.
Yeah, well, think about what you're doing to the chair, bro.
That's also true. It's a very cheap chair too.
Okay. So, oh God, I've just been I've had so much fun talking to you guys. I forgot I had notes. Look, I fucking write notes.
Oh shit!
Alien.
What's the rule on pee breaks? Can I just go pee?
Yeah, just
Do I have
leave.
Do I have to
Hey,
sit here and piss
hey.
in my pants?
another very Randy thing. Every time I start reviewing shit, he bails. So go ahead. This is perfect.
Okay, well this is perfectly on time then. Huh?
Okay, are you going too, David?
No, I'm good.
Okay, that would have been funny if you're both like. All right, next time. All right, so Friday, it took a town, but we got a babysitter. Oksana stayed home. I got a ride. I got a meal. I was driven out, and I believe we bought the ticket.
Did you hide that stupid Crunchwrap just to like talk about it on the episode?
No, I hid it because I felt guilty that I ate without you. But you know, I know what entertains people, and it's self-deprecation. It's why I brought Evan and David on today.
Hell yeah.
The two masters of the craft. So yeah, I went out there. We met Terrell. We hung out. We watched Alien. Now, I'm going to be a little mean here, but the two people who are very excited to come watch this movie and have me tag along, which I'm grateful for. If y'all put up with my company, I'll pay you back. I was pumped, and you know, I might be doing set deck on a movie, and I remember Alien just having some of the that's really the thing that stands the test of time here is just how fucking good this movie looks, and how well they treated Giger. Like rewatching it again, I'm like, they really I'm a huge fan of Conan. Obviously, my fantasy is to be a muscle-bound European fighting my way through cults, and I always think about how they reached out to Frazetta and tried to get him to participate in the production, and he said no. And they kept him in mind, but they didn't really do him justice. Nope. All right, Oksana left. But in this movie, Giger, they nailed the horny machine vibe, and the xenomorph really blends in well there. I think the xenomorph.
I don't trust that fucking android.
Oh, Ash.
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
I never did. Even before he did his bullshit, I was always like, "Fuck that guy."
Okay, so you know, I'm glad you brought that up because I got hung up on this, and I think James Cameron has created one of my favorite storytelling twists. I'm not a huge James Cameron fan. Spoiler alert. But you know, the magic about Terminator 2 was the first Terminator is a slasher movie,
right?
Right, and the magic of T2 is that he took the slasher and made him the protagonist. Yes. So you get to root for him. And I'm like, why don't we get more movies like that?
Check out episode 5 of Click, Click, Punch, Kick next month to hear me and Kelly McNeely really dive into that.
I can't fucking wait, dude. I almost fell out of my chair right there. I was so excited. And you do. It's a great podcast, and you put a lot of effort into the post. Which, again, if you're listening to this show, maybe that's not your cup of tea. But Evan does a good job there. No, but you know what I realized is in Alien, James Cameron did it again. Where, you know, we're not rooting for the xenomorph, but he took Ash and then made Bishop.
Yep. The android in the second one is like redeemable.
Dude, Bishop is tight. He's like,
Yeah.
although, dude, I love Velasquez. Like, hey, Velasquez, anybody ever mistake you for a man? You know what? Like, he really nailed the, like, we have an ensemble here and they're hanging out. Honestly, second to only James Cameron is David M. Dawson here, who nailed. That's why he got the award. Just that energy on set, you can feel it, dude.
Yeah,
also,
dude.
After that award came out, I got to tell you, both Mike and Jason, is that his name?
From the movie?
Yeah,
Jordan.
God, I knew I was gonna fuck that up. So they both followed me on Instagram. I'm like, fuck, I made it now, dude.
Yeah, Mike finally
Oh,
followed
yeah,
me
dude.
back. The fucker. We had to give him
Yeah.
an award for him to feel like I was follow back worthy.
You know, I actually saw that and I DM'd him to unfollow you. I said, don't do it.
Yeah, dude.
All he does is post political shit. You don't want to read it.
Now, dude, Mike's. I wouldn't take it personally. Mike's like, he's the type of guy that like he'll hang out with you or do whatever or be in your fucking stupid movie no matter what. But he will never call you or text you or do any. Like you have to initiate it. He just doesn't think. He's like playing Magic the Gathering and like playing video game. He just does not think to like reach out in that manner. So
You know, you were telling me that Mike actually is like a dork, like a nerd. And I mean,
yeah.
I fuck with that. But honestly, I think that's kind of a testament to his acting because it doesn't come out. Like even in The Long Weekend, he's talking about like, oh, I work at a comic book store. He talks about Magic the Gathering. And I was like, who out of these people knew enough to give him that authentic dialogue? Like I just assumed it wasn't him.
no, it's him, dude. He's a dork, dude.
I love it.
I
I
love
should have
it.
invited him onto this show and fucking.
He would love to come on, dude. But
Yeah.
I stayed. He lives in Missouri. I stayed at his apartment like the first night on my way out to UF, and like his apartment is just like the living room is like a futon, and then surrounding it is just Magic cards and fucking
Hell
miniatures and fucking all types of shit.
So you didn't write that dialogue in The Long Weekend where he was talking about how collectibles actually have like a market share and you can actually.
No, I don't even know what he's talking about in that part. I get the gist of what it means, but like I don't actually know.
That's funny. I love that you're willing to keep that kind of. You're like, I don't know what you just said, but it felt real. So like, it's
right.
gonna make the final cut. Yeah. Okay. God, we got off on it there. Yeah, dude. Alien's tight. Are you all Alien? I know Evan's a dork, but David, what would you give Alien?
I'm not a huge Alien fan, but I need to like revisit it. I literally have not watched Alien or Aliens since like
I like the
for
first
like
one more.
15 years or something. So I need to revisit them, but I never was. I think I would be more of an Alien fan than any of the others, but I need to revisit them.
So, you know, things, again, the whole Overlook Hour thing, my stipulation for being on this show, because I originally was not supposed to be on it, was I didn't want to talk about movies like Alien. Why the fuck? What am I going to add to the conversation? So when I think of movies like this, these are the things that I made bullet notes about. First off, this event I went to was a rescreening of it because of the 45th anniversary. And we all know that there's a new Alien movie coming out, filmed by the 1 degree separation from the podcast, Fede Alvarez, who I'm a fan of. I know, like, early on in this show, our third chair used to talk a lot of shit on Don't Breathe. I'm a fan. I loved his Texas Chainsaw movie too.
Yeah, I fuck with that Texas Chainsaw movie.
Yeah.
People are haters.
Was that was the newest one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked it. I mean, I didn't love it, but I liked it. Yeah.
I dug that movie a lot. But we open up and we get one of the things that I've really started looking forward to, where they're like, and how did they phrase it? I actually recorded part of it thinking I would use the audio, but whatever, it doesn't matter. They had a conversation with Fede Alvarez and Ridley Scott, and they were just in a room talking about Alien. And two things they talked about that stuck with me. One, Ridley Scott answered the question of like, what's most important when making a film, and he said 1, script, 2, cast. And he was like, that's why he thinks the movie lasted the way it did, is the casting. And I do not remember how not on camera Sigourney Weaver is until about halfway through that movie.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, dude. I mean, now she's such a like cultural icon that, you know, it's like, you know where we're going, but watching the film play out was pretty cool. The second question he asked,
I think it empowers the movie in that way too, because for the first half, really any of those people could be the hero.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like you don't, and then she kind of emerges as the hero, but like anybody could have been it in terms of how much screen time they all get, you know?
Yeah. Like, you know, one of the things that can ruin a story as an audience member in a movie is, you know, the protagonist. Once you identify them, now I know the hero's journey. I know who's not going to die. It's honestly, you don't see these kind of beautiful casts or like the script treating a cast so freely and equally unless you're watching like a David Dawson film. See what I did there? I fucking love that David Dawson dude. Like he allows everybody to breathe, and then when in the third act you're like, oh, I know what we're doing now, and it's gonna be a banger. Flesh Games available everywhere. SRS video. Is the Blu-ray out?
Pre-order.
No. Pre-order, but he just got the check disc, I think, or he'll have it this week, so hopefully in the next couple weeks, I would imagine it'll be shipping.
All right. You know we're gonna need one for Terrell signed, bro. So I'm gonna be hitting you up for that too. But yeah, no, I'm making a joke there, but I do mean it. I do think that is one of the things I like about your film is that y'all are such friends that, I mean, Bone Barrel's a little bit different because we're really following Mike, but in Flesh Games you really don't know. We don't know what we're doing, and I love it. But yeah, so the other thing that Ridley talked about that I thought specifically this group would be interested in is that little found footage bit. And Fede asked him like, hey, like, how did you come up with that? And Ridley said, well, you know, we got to set and we were looking at the wreckage, and he's like, and it looked terrible. He's like, it looked bad. And he's like, we tried to hit it with smoke. It didn't look right. We were in like a weird little sound studio. And he was like, you know, it just didn't look good. So I thought, all right, well, how about we film it from the perspective of one of the crew members down there, and then we just show it on a TV and we make it look extra bad. And so really, he was just covering up the set design by putting a layer of like shitty production in between.
He was doing a commonly used found footage trick of like leaning into it, you know?
And it kind of gave me like a weird validation where I'm like, no, the aesthetic is valuable. And, you know, they shift perspective so that we're on the ship in safety watching somebody out there, which is kind of what we're doing with found footage anyway. Right? Which is why your found footage movie should always be protagonist, usually antagonist, I think is better, doing shit that we wouldn't do because we want to sit there as a voyeur and watch them. And I wouldn't want to go on that fucking planet. That shit looked scary.
That's the scene that Underwater basically recreated beat for beat with we put it in the Power Hour this year.
We put the fucking Ridley Scott one in there too.
Yeah.
So, you know,
and it's basically the same thing of the voyeuristic. There's something thrilling about watching somebody who might get fucking rocked by a bad thing, you know?
I think also the emphasis on like having an ensemble, it's kind of like there's safety in numbers. So we're doing the like slasher thing. Like the lone wolf is the one that always gets like picked off.
Yeah.
And, you know, to pivot from that, the other thing I didn't realize is how much fucking Jonesy is in this goddamn movie. I thought modern culture just kind of like idolized the cat because we fucking suck now and everything is marketing and Instagram and Jonesy, you know, it works. But I'm like, that fucking cat is all over this movie.
Yeah.
And I started thinking about it so much, and it's such a thing where the cat is jump scaring people. Is this where the fucking cat coming out of the closet like originated?
I don't know. Surely not, right?
Does it happen in Halloween, David?
I don't think so. I don't
Like,
think it
you'll
does.
know what I'm
But
talking about, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
where
yeah,
the
yeah.
cat, they open a door and a cat
Because
runs
it's a
out.
trope all the time. It's
Yeah.
always the closet. And in this movie, they're looking for the alien when Jonesy comes out, and they're like, "Oh, fuck!" Like, I'm like, is all that bullshit jump scare an homage to this movie?
I don't know.
I
It'd
don't
be
know.
interesting to trace that. It almost had to have been done before, but maybe.
Yeah, right. Like, maybe. I mean, a lot of the time with this kind of shit, Alien is probably homaging something else. Yeah, but all right, that's that's as deep, this is as deep as my Alien talk's gonna get.
Shout out to capitalism for allowing me to purchase the Ellen Ripley skin on Fortnite and run around and shoot at Marvel heroes while Jonesy's on my back.
Don't you dare use the derogatory word capitalism. It's the free market over here, okay? And I'll see you at the next Proud Boys meeting. All right. So again, that's where we met.
It's also funny that we're all doing very poorly when
We're all
very.
We're like, shut up to capitalism.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing.
Fucking us for life.
I know it's very unpopular, but I do support. I do think like we need a drive and to be productive, and I think having a currency that we all agree on helps. I do think it was made a little bit complicated by crypto. I may have gone down a dark hole and lost $40,000 in there, but here I am. You know, I like rules, so sue me. But yeah, we are all doing poorly in this system. But only right now. It's only temporary.
Yeah.
Now that the Triforce has come together, dude, watch.
Hell yeah.
We'll see.
Thank you. I was like, I almost felt like Evan got like a little motivated there.
I was dreaming about like saving Princess Zelda from a castle because you said Triforce.
Oh,
so
Nerd.
I forgot that y'all can see the screen, and I immediately got self-conscious. I was like, wait, no.
I actually had stopped paying attention to it. For a while, I was very entranced by the screen, but I'm used to it now, so I've
keep it going. And again, since you're gonna edit this fucking banger of a podcast, feel free to use it sparingly in the video if you do the video. All right, I got two more movies. I promise I'll be quick here. I can feel, and David's giving me anxiety in his goddamn camera.
He's like Casey Rocket when he walks out on stage right now.
Last minute edition. I had a little bit of homework assigned to me.
This movie's sick.
Shut the fuck up. I knew. See, this is why I didn't want that up here. Let me do my bill. So, I was assigned a movie to watch for an editing project I have, not paid. So no, I'm not rolling in it yet. But he said, you know, for part of the short, he really wanted this like hectic kind of like frenetic energy of cutting, like kind of looking at inanimate objects or trying to read hands or like are people being anxious. And he said, you know, I want you to watch Spun from 2002. And I said, okay, I don't know what that is. But it's Jonas Ackerlund, which I know my Bathory brother over here. David, you like Bathory, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
Fuck yeah. Evan, have you ever had man music play out of your headphones?
Yeah, but not Bathory. The only Bathory I know is Elizabeth Bathory.
Oh my god, that is who they're referring to by their name.
Okay.
Yeah, she a bad bitch. She a baddie. I'm in goofy territory now. Anyway, Spun. A drug dealer introduces one of his customers, a speed freak, to the man who runs the meth lab. A crazy 3-day adventure ensues. Now, Jonas, again, he was a drummer for Bathory. I think he only had a brief stint in there, and he pivoted into doing music videos. And then I believe this might have been his first feature. And it's weird. When I came in, I had a very specific reason for watching it and was editing, which immediately in this movie you're aware of. It's quick and punchy. And it reminded me a lot of modern YouTube. And I'm like, dude, this is almost like retention editing that Mr. Beast later employed. But I think it's a tribute to fucking Jonas that he utilized it to kind of tell the story from a meth addict's perspective.
It really works.
Again, now here's why we have Evan here today.
Resident methamphetamine expert.
All right, from man music to meth addict. I'll work on that. Fix that in post. So, Evan, did it work? Like, are you grinding your teeth?
Oh fuck yeah, dude! You're like grinding and the whole like staring at the way it cuts between like things is kind of how you space out. You're in another place, like you're thinking about something, not what you're looking at, or like you're super focused in on something that in your mind somewhere else, like it. So it's very, and the quick cuts, the way it uses, like you said, almost the YouTube type editing is very much a good way of depicting how your brain is like jumping around and moving at such a fast pace. And I think that is it's almost weird to think about it in turn. I had never heard it worded like the YouTube editing until you said that, but it's almost interesting to think about how he's using it to represent like the perspective of somebody on meth. And our society has kind of gotten to a point where we just need that all the time now because we need like the stimulate. You know what I mean? Like that's a weird line there.
Dude, so from meth brain to TikTok brain, David, have you seen this movie?
No, I haven't, but it sounds great. I need to check it out.
So here's the thing. I think there's a lot of stigma wrapped up in this movie. If you look at like again, I don't like reading. I know a lot of people who read reviews before they give a review. I don't do that. And I just saw the Rotten Tomato thing in Google and it was like low, but I think audiences like the movie. And I think one of the major critiques is that there's no story here. And I'm like, that's why I like it. Like, it just feels like you're hanging out. Yeah. Like, I mean, I used to spend a lot of time in a garage drinking and watching Harmony Korine films. And I'm like, it's that. Like,
the story is they're trying to get meth. That's your story when you're a meth addict. There's nothing else. You just want to get meth all the time. You're not doing anything else.
That's not completely true because, like, the journey to get meth might be what's driving you. But when you get it, then you can relax. And usually that's when like the debauchery will happen. Yeah. It's like, oh, I want to get wasted. It doesn't matter where. And then when you do, you're like, oh, hey, are we going to party right now? And then, you break down a bathroom door and the dude tries to kill you. It did happen to me.
7 days at a time and see people standing
that's
in
a little bit different
that aren't there. And you call your friend and go, dude, there's people in my yard. And he's like, are you okay?
Now, would you black out from meth?
I don't know if blackout's the right word, but you get to a point where you're not going to remember anything really that's happening because you're it's at that point less the drug and more the fact that you haven't slept in so long. Because I'd stay up for periods of 5 to 7 days like it was nothing, And by like day 5, 6, and 7, you're fucking out there. Like you're hearing shit that's not there and like seeing shadow people out of the corner of your eyes and stuff. It's weird. It gets weird. My thing was like and I think that might be why I'm part of why my sleep habits are so fucked now. Is because it like probably permanently rewired my brain in some way. I don't know.
Get that shit out of your head. Your sleep is fucked up because you don't have a schedule. That's all it is.
Yeah. Well, then back then I would stay up and I would do a lot of art. I would draw a lot, and I had some metal cans. I would carve shit into these metal cans.
Okay,
with a knife.
The documentary's coming out. We'll find out. Honestly, that meth art you showed me is tight, and honestly, it feels like it could be the plot to one of David's movies. So maybe y'all should.
Hell yeah!
Hey Evan, I was gonna ask you, did you finish the script for Murky?
Whoa, dude!
I don't want to talk.
Are we talking murky on here, bro?
On the air right now? Come on.
I'm just kidding. Man.
Wait. Come on. He talked about Leech. You can't talk about murky.
Yeah, no, I can. He's just giving me shit because he knows I haven't finished that script yet, and I should have by now. But yeah, no, didn't I? I talked about murky on here once, didn't I?
I think so. Yeah.
When I was on here before, I'm still working on that. Shed is very much the thing I brought up before is like a back burner. I shoot stuff or pull stuff and compile it. I'm in the compilation stage, so I haven't even started editing any of that together other than the teaser that I made.
Well, do you have an ending? Are you going to die in the shed? Is that how the movie ends?
No, the ending's going to just be, it's like, since it's direct cinema, it's going to be whatever the ending is. When I leave the shed, that's the ending.
Okay, I get it. It's going to go into a fade to an exterior shot, probably drone. It's going to pull back, and then you'll VO. And then it will be kind of like one of those moments where you're like, this is a beautiful milestone, but we all know the dark future that lies ahead.
And then a cat will run out of a closet.
And then it'll be dedicated to Evan Michael Jordan.
I don't. That's not the right middle name. I can't jump or run or do any of those things that Michael Jordan did.
Yeah, but he was an addict. He was addicted to gambling.
I did not know that, but okay.
Yeah. I didn't watch the documentary, but I heard there's some great footage of him and one of the janitors at a stadium after a baseball game.
So good.
He
dude.
did play.
It's so good.
Right. So you've seen it?
Yeah. That documentary is great. I don't even give a fuck about basketball, but it's a great doc.
Right. So that happened. He's down there and he's like
yeah.
playing craps with the janitor. They're like the last people in the building.
He would just bet. He'd be like, I can, I bet you I can do this better. Like that was just his whole life, dude.
Kind of like Michael Jordan.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, hey, I can be competitive at times, but I'm a good loser. I think, you know.
Well, it's what
Amen.
you do professionally, as do I. So Spun. Here's the thing that kind of shocked me when I watched it. This cast is fucking stacked. Now here's the thing. I don't like half of these people. I'm actor blind. If I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of why I love like indie horror and shit. When I watch a big name in an indie movie, it kind of destroys the immersion for me. I think that's another reason why I like In-World Camera. Because I mean, you can't have Tom Cruise in a fucking found footage movie. It's know what I mean. Like it's
framed about Tom Cruise. That's the beauty of found footage of In-World Camera.
You get it.
And if you write it right, you know.
You know what? You want to work on Uff? You seem to get In-World Camera. You know what? We got a spot for you. We're gonna have you tell David how to make a movie.
You will never, dude. You'll never tell me.
So yeah, we got Jason Schwartzman, John Leguizamo, who plays Spider Mike. Also, not a Leguizamo fan, but he's
I'm generally not either, but he crushes it in this movie.
He's really good. Brittany Murphy, who plays like perfect kind of junkie. Mickey Rourke. I'm not going to go through this whole list. The thing that caught me off guard was fucking Rob Halford playing a porn shop clerk.
Yeah.
And I was like, who is this Rob Halford impersonator? And then when I realized who the director was, I'm like, wait, was that really him? Also, we have Eric Robertson here.
I love that Josh Peck is just credited as Fat Boy. He doesn't even have a name.
Yeah.
It's just Fat Boy.
Well, I mean, Rob Halford is porn clerk.
That's true. Yeah. And the man, Eric Roberts is the man. Also,
Debbie Harry has a pretty prominent role in this movie, and she's just neighbor. Like, you know what? I'm going to feel a little bit like a hack.
Isn't the poster of this just Brittany Murphy?
No.
Like the regular poster?
Is that Brittany Murphy?
Well, no. There's like another. Or
There's
it might be the cover.
That's
of the
Spider Mike, dude.
Yeah.
I'm going to look it up, dude.
It's
this one? Wait, hold on.
Poster. See,
come back to us, David.
That one, yeah. That's the one.
Okay.
It's got Jason Schwartzman on there too, who is kind of who sets it all off. He's the one you're like following to the place to get the stuff.
Although I was talking to Robbie Smith about this movie, and he was like, "Oh, fuck that movie," and he was like, I don't hate that movie. He said he just lived with a couple of people who had 3 films constantly in rotation, and that was one of them.
Oh,
and he was like, "But how tight is the dude who lives in a trailer park and is just watching black metal videos?" So, that's a thing that happens in this movie, David. So it might be up your alley.
David would fuck with this movie. He would like.
Yeah,
this,
I think you would. But over here,
I have a UMD PSP video up right now.
I was just gonna say that, dude.
I was gonna say that as I'm running this thing. Did that market ever pick up? Are people out there trying to get the whole collection of the UMD shit?
I mean, I have several for my.
I have
PSP.
a couple.
Napoleon Dynamite is one that I have.
Oh, dude! All right, audience.
I can't remember what the other ones are.
All right, audience, don't listen right now. This is just for David and Evan.
Oh yeah, dude.
Super down.
Hey, okay. Audience, you can listen again. So yeah, Spun. Man, I dug it. I felt kind of, I don't know. I hate how much I dug it. It actually made me nostalgic for getting wasted at like 1 in the afternoon and watching like white trash movies. So yeah, I really dug it. Let's move on. God, I
Mina
apologize to you.
she's good in that too.
No, don't you dare bring me back. We're not going back. Okay. I
Also,
did catch up.
I just want to
What?
warn you guys that this is going on longer than I expected. So there's a good chance that my roommate may walk behind me at some point.
Oh,
So
dude,
don't be
don't
terrified.
tempt me with the good time.
Tell him
Is
to
this
pull
the
his pants down.
Hold on, is this the producer from the now defunct Cinema Grab Ass?
Yeah, producer Brian.
Okay, if
Oh,
he walks
yeah.
by, you got to tell him to jump in here and say what's
I
up.
will.
Crossover episode, and then tell him to talk
Oh,
shit
yeah.
on Scott too.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm interested
know
to hear
Ra-
you talk about this.
shut the fuck up. Don't you? You know what? I'm gonna ban you from looking at that. Randy's not here, but we got one of our favorite kind of segments here. It's a Randy retread. And again, anybody driving, I apologize. We've gotten complaints when people are driving and we play that clip that it actually terrifies them. Could you hear that clip?
No. No.
Okay, Evan, when you go back, if you actually do
send
end
me
up
the clips and I'll put them in.
exactly. Okay. That's so funny that it didn't play. So this is going to be good too. I'm going to explain to you what that clip was. Whenever we do a retread, we play the sound of a car. What you could imagine is skidding out of control,
Yeah,
and then
crashing, right?
and then colliding with something. It sounds like a hubcap pops off and rolls down the street. People really appreciate that when they're driving in a car listening to this show. So
Yeah.
we always try to apologize after instead of
thought
just
about
changing the
that.
fucking clip.
There's police sirens in our opening and closing song for our action podcast. Probably a similar effect happens. They
Dude,
think
I
it's
hate.
a real
I
cop.
hate that. I really do. Like there are where you get paranoid and you're like, well, fuck. Like, all right. Well, not in California. They don't pull people over here anymore. Although I did drive through Arizona and I think I got 2 tickets there and 1 in Texas.
Dude, they'll
Fucking
fuck you
nightmare.
in Texas.
Oh, dude,
They live to pull you over in Texas, dude.
Dude, they tried to get me to show up in court. I'm like, I am in California, and I'm not
Dude, they're
going out
fucking
there.
gnarly about Texas, about traffic shit.
Anyway, I caught up with a movie that both Clark and Randy have already reviewed called Late Night with the Devil. I'm going to go ahead and read from IMDb. A live television broadcast in 1977 goes horribly wrong, unleashing evil into the nation's living room. Now, I know, David, you haven't watched this, but I did watch Cinema Grab Ass when Scott was like, yeah, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, he was not a fan.
Evan, did you watch it?
I haven't yet, no.
Okay,
I
then
want to,
fuck.
but I haven't
I was
yet.
gonna come in hard here and kind of like, fuck it, everybody's seen this movie, but it is on the brand that we do not name, so we have a clip. All right, I'm gonna kill that. You can watch it there. Also, that probably got cut out of this now that I realize that, right?
Yeah, you have to send me that too.
Holy, I fucking love it. So yeah, watch it. And I'm not going to spoil it, so you're safe here. Even though I really want to, I'll get a
Just
little
do
bit
it,
into
dude.
it.
Who gives
So
a
the
fuck,
movie,
dude?
so it's a live broadcast, correct? And I came on here. We did a horror boner episode, which go back if you don't know what that is. Go dig through our YouTube channel, The Overlook
I'm kind
Theater.
of prepared to not like this. Is the mentality I'm entering this movie with?
Hold
if
on.
I'm being honest.
Oh, don't worry. I'll guide you along. What I wanted to start with is that David Dastmalchian plays the late night TV show host, and he does a fantastic job. I've really been thinking a lot about like the entertainment role of a late night talk show host. I think most talk shows now are abysmal, and they've all become like weird political vehicles, which I'm just like, shut the fuck up. I want to go back to my favorite era, which was Conan O'Brien, just being goofy. And then, you turn on Adult Swim and you get Space Ghost, which is somehow even goofier. and I love it. And, Space Ghost, Adult Swim, again, they have a live stream going on for like the 30th. And God, it can't be 30. Maybe it is.
No, it
It's
is.
been
It is. It's 30.
Fuck, dude. Dude,
It was
you're as old as
94,
Space
right?
Ghost, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, 94.
So, I've been watching it and it's fantastic.
Came out the
I love
same
it.
year as me.
Yeah, and I was kind of high off it. I mean, Conan O'Brien just went on Hot Wings. I fucking hate Hot Wings. I understand. Is it Hot Wings? Hot Ones?
Hot ones.
I don't like
Yeah.
Hot Ones. I don't like it because I don't like the guests on there. They're all like A-list celebrities. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't
about
watch
them.
a lot of them because it's very guest dependent. If I like the person on it, I'll watch
Mhm.
it.
And Conan, fucking fantastic. And he kind of reminds you of like
I haven't watched his yet.
just being in the pocket and like really delivering a good time. And oh, dude, it's good. Yeah, I hate hot ones. I called it hot wings. That shows how little I know. But
Somebody
Conan
tweeted the other day about like who would you want to be on there if they were what dead celebrity do you wish was alive to be on Hot Ones? And I said Ryan Dunn.
Yeah, because you're a trailer park white boy who's your one dream guest is Ryan Dunn, dude.
He'd just be great on that show, I think.
Okay. Are you smoking meth right now? Did you get back off the wagon? Like
no, this is Lucky Strike cigarette emptied into a pipe.
Just
you
smoke the cigarette, dude.
I can't.
It's the same, dude.
We'll identify it immediately and roast him. That's why.
It just feels not right to me to light a cigarette here.
What, did you just look at Ryan Dunn? Thing. What were they? You're like,
yeah, I was looking at him.
You're like, this, you fucking idiot. Okay, David, if you could have one person appear on Hot Ones that's dead, who would it be?
Ryan Dunn.
Fuck yeah,
you idiots! Oh god. So yeah, David Decimalgian fucking crushed it. He carries it. He's completely believable. And like we talked about, I can't remember if it was on air or not, but we were talking about when you have it was Himalaya. When you have the haunted artifact is a produced show, then the fun, it's kind of like the trope in action movies or heist film. When the audience is in on the plan, it's so that we know when it goes wrong. Right? So we're in on this. We know the show. We know the beats of it. Therefore, we can identify when it's getting off the rails. And I think with in-world camera, it's really important that you have an authentic portrayal of fuck, this is going off the rails. And I think the nuance that David brings to this is so deep that by the end of the film, you start to question if he's in on it. And it's a level of acting that I really rarely identify because also I'm kind of blind to acting in general. He did fantastic. Now for the movie and the haunted artifact of the TV show, there's a huge problem here, and it's they break format. It's ultimately a hybrid film. So a couple of things. We open up, we're in documentary. It's kind of like YouTube documentary where there's a clip show and a VO. So he's setting it up. We get a background on Jack Delroy, played by David, and we move into the show. So almost it sets up kind of like a WNUF Ghost Watch, where it's like, hey, this terrible thing happened and we're going to watch it together.
Yeah.
But from that opening, we never get back there. So it's just done. No. And then we move into the production. It's like, okay, now we're watching like a recorded tape or something, right? Like maybe the production studio had something. We're watching that. And they set you up for like raw footage. Like, hey, this is what happened and it's not cut. Now, the problem is that every time we cut to commercial, which also introduces the conversation of AI, this is the first off, as somebody who employs AI, never on this show. I would never use AI on this show because the product is so good and it's so tight that we just wouldn't want to besmirch it. We would definitely not have an AI guest fly out every week because I frown upon it so heavily. But in this show, there are hallmarks. Now behind me, again, we actually have video so I can point to them. This is AI art. I know, don't kill me yet. But the thing I love about it is it's fucking wrong. It's almost like abstract art. Like down here, I know you probably can't see it, but this is a TV and that's a remote. And this is a thing. And it's supposed to be found footage and technology, but it kind of looks like a rotary phone.
Yeah, it's like a projector.
It looks like a camera. Yeah, it doesn't know. And when you play around with AI enough, you start to see the hallmarks of it not understanding what it's making. And this is why people knew. It's immediate. You can see it in the art. Every time it cuts to commercial, it's like, we'll be right back. And they'll show an image. I'm kind of shocked they used AI, if I'm honest. like it conflicts with the aesthetic of like
That
you
was
know
what
like
I thought about it when the disc, because there was a massive fucking internet discourse about that, of course. And that's
But
kind of
no,
what I thought. Is it's such a weird way to use it? Like, why would you not just
no,
Photoshop?
hold on. So the internet problem is that everybody's like, you took a job away from somebody real, but yet we're here. We all can't pay rent,
Right.
and we all want to create shit. I'm gonna tell you right now, AI is a fantastic tool. And if y'all want a little introduction, I know a guy. But you know, I mean, I would never like if his new film came out and we have like a cutaway and the Dark Lord has some AI art, I would fight anybody on Reddit who was out there
That would
going
be
like, "What the
sick,
fuck?"
dude. I might literally do that now.
Hey, dude, you need a portfolio? I could send something over, dude. No, but I'm not joking. And in this film, dude, it looks like $1 million, and it's a real movie, and they do a fantastic job. But it doesn't feel like a fucking Marvel film where you have an endless budget. But it did also feel like you don't know a guy who could just draw that.
Right.
Like it was weird. I mean, but if they're doing union shit, you'd probably have to bring them in and give them a day rate, and it would just be like, fuck it, just throw it in Mid-Journey. But it's such a nothing burger. I will tell you, there's a lot of Bohemian Grove in here. We may even get some Moloch talk.
What the fuck is that?
Oh my God, David, you know Bohemian Grove.
Yeah, dude, he's too young, dude.
So Alex Jones, the actual guy who made
I'm a child. Like we're so much.
Again, you want to watch some real fucking hard hitting found footage? Go look up Alex Jones's video when he infiltrated the government conspiracy of Bohemian Grove, which is in beautiful Northern California. Actually, shout out to Jake Eisgard, who does all of the programming for the Alamo in the Nation. He famously will rock a Bohemian Grove hat. Every time I see him, I have to compliment him. I'm like, dude, this is the tightest shit. I love it. But yeah, I mean, this movie fucks, dude. Much like Frogman. And you know, I'm already giving this too many words, but the problem I have is with the haunted artifact. I think the script explores it enough that it's kind of hitting every note that I want from an in-world camera movie, and it's doing a good job. And it's funny while also serious. So it is kind of a perfect blend of Ghostwatch and WNUF. Like there's one guy, they go to an audience during a psychic reading and they talk to a dude. And I swear to God, he's loaded up with jokes. Like everything, he's got a comeback. And it kind of reminded me of Conan, where they would put a plant in there and kind of like play with it.
Yeah.
And then they immediately pivot into somebody who feels much more real. And the nuance of the haunted artifact and the production is so thoughtful and well executed that it really fucking bothers me that they cut from the production. Like he'll go backstage and we get kind of like a shaky cam, but it's a disembodied cameraman. Like it's a camera. And I'm like, but now why did you even have the documentary opening? Like, why did you set it up so like meticulously just to break your own format?
Yeah.
Now there is like, again, in the spoiler territory of this, they do like go into a, you know what? I'm not even going to say it. There's a argument you could make if you watch the movie, what's going on, but I don't think it's, I wouldn't make that argument because I don't think it's happening.
Yeah.
So if you're an in-world camera fan, honestly, you probably already watched this. I have been seeing a lot of like found footage fans giving it kind of like a meh review, but
yeah,
honestly, it's thoughtful in the way that I want more of. Like, I can only take so much David Dawson movie where I'm like, this dude did he write a script? I don't even fucking know.
He did, by the way. He just didn't use it. Okay.
So you know what? I'm gonna go ahead. I got to be careful here, but I think I'm gonna give it an 11 stars, dude.
Oh shit!
I think I really loved it, but there's. I almost feel like I'm on foundfootagecritic.com, and I'm like, well, what happened here? You know what I mean? Like, it's so well executed, and it's the kind of found footage that's really hard to do, where it's almost like you have a full band, you have a dude doing like there's such a large orchestra of actors here, and they all kind of got to be hitting their marks, but also feeling authentic, and they do it. It's just the fucking camera. Why do you cut away from that shit?
Yeah.
It really bothers me, and it makes me feel kind of lame that I can't back off of it. But you were so close to doing something like really magical here. Again, part of my high review is just this is kind of fucking with a lot of shit I like though. Late night host, we get Bohemian Grove, so we get into a little bit of conspiracy theory shit, and then we're really paying attention to the haunted artifact. So I loved it. I think y'all should watch it. I don't think, David, you'll make it through, so maybe we could we could do like Act 1 over Discord together and then reconvene and get into Act 2.
Wait, how long is it? It's an hour and a half. Yeah, hour and a half.
It's 90 minutes.
Woo.
Yeah. Hey, fuck you. If you could sit here for this long, you could watch this movie.
Yeah. No, I can. It's just hard sometimes, dude.
I'm hard right now.
I was gonna make a dick joke too. So
okay, here we go. Comedy is that. Actually, you're not gonna hear that clip. It's gonna get cut out. Oh man, what a shit show. All right, well, I'm done. Evan Michael Jordan, David M. Dawson, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being.
it was a
Y'all
blast.
were on camera, so remember all the yawns. They're gonna be there. I think David at one point had an extended time where he was on his phone.
Yeah. I was listening, dude.
No, dude, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, so please don't. But
you were listening like Tony Hinchcliffe listens, and then that he could ask the comedian where they're from, and they just fucking said it 30 seconds ago.
Yep.
I've legitimately been there. I don't know if you've made it this far. I'm gonna be frank with you. I think this week I'm gonna try and do an interview. But by that, I mean, I got to have something recorded and delivered by like Monday, Tuesday at the latest. So it's 2 days away when this episode goes up. And I'm going to try. And there's been a couple times where I've had a guest on here.
Interview us, dude.
Oh my God. What the fuck are y'all going to talk about?
I'm joking, dude. Craig is still looking at me, dude.
Dude, I'll talk about exotic bird farms and the experience of running an exotic bird farm.
All right, save it for the doc. David Dawkins. I think when I imagine like actually sitting down and doing like a film conversation, I just feel like you'd be uncomfortable. I feel like I flatter your movies too much, and you don't like it.
I mean, I like it, but it does make me uncomfortable.
Here's the thing. Everything I've ever said about your films, I meant. I do think they're fantastic. Also, again, Bone Barrel is on YouTube. Let me say it. I appreciate y'all who did comment, but the ones who didn't, I know who you are. Go back there, watch it again, and comment this time. Evan, you did, right?
I did, yeah. I said this movie changed my life.
Yet you're still in the shed.
Oh, but I've been on an upward trajectory ever since, dog. Since I saw Bone Barrel.
Can you prove it?
Not with bank statements, but
again, your headphones. Can you show the camera?
Yeah. We got a little electrical tape here because this part would fall off otherwise.
Okay.
And then this side over here that we got a little peelage happening where there's foam exposed.
Evan, I love you, but it's not because you're a talented filmmaker. It's just because you're fun to be around. Again, the Aries. I don't know what it is. Your films are, I may have lied to you. Everything I said and put on Letterboxd may be a little bit inflated, but it's because I'm looking out for you. And I know you're on an upward trajectory. So in the future, I expect real David Dawson quality out of you.
All right. I'll try to reach David Dawson's level.
Yeah. You know what? I like this. This was fun.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and I don't want it to end.
How long has this been going?
Don't ask. Has a girl ever asked you that? How'd it make you feel?
Too long, dude.
you scared her off? She was like, how long? And then you told her and she went, fuck this.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
All right. Well, I love y'all. I don't want to get off this call. You have anything else? Hey, plug shit. Y'all got shit to plug? I know we got Leech, we got Murky, we got Late Night in the Shed. Actually, that's the fucking title.
Late night in the shed.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dude, David, let's raise some. Let's do it. Let's start a crowdfunding thing and let's fly out there and make a movie in Evan's shed.
Let's do it, dude. I'm
Dude,
down.
I got a buddy coming down. My friend Kevin. He's coming down later this year, and we're gonna shoot a short while he's here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're gonna off the cuff it. Like we're gonna wing it.
do a feature,
I did-
dude.
Yeah, do a feature. Quit being a bitch.
Oh, well, I mean, I am doing a feature, and then maybe I'm gonna tease something too that because if I say it on a podcast, then I'll do it. Me and Aaron Irons might be doing something together.
Oh, don't bring him down. We're talking about upward trajectory, and Jeffrey's Hell is crushing it.
It
so,
is.
please,
Jeffrey's Hell
don't-
is sick.
Aaron, if you're listening, cancel that. Just back out of it
You guys
now.
going rock climbing together?
Dude, that would be sick. See if we could bring Cam Patterson with us.
Okay. Read a room. Do you think David fucking knows who Cam Patterson
Yes,
is?
100%.
Do you?
No, I don't.
The comedian? Cam
Is
Patterson?
it the Kill Tony regular? One of the
Yeah,
Kill
he's
Tony
one of the regulars. Yeah.
Yeah.
He
I
gives
know.
people rocks. He's like, hey, bitch, you want to rock?
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, but we're getting too inside, dude. Let's
Yeah, well, yeah.
wrap
What
it
the
up,
fuck,
dude.
Evan? You're embarrassing us. Next time, David. Evan, when you're editing this,
The
can you
joke
just
was
cut
very
all of your shit
inside.
out?
Well, the joke was that he has his own YouTube show called Cam and the Whites, where he does white people shit. And the first episode, they go rock climbing.
All right. You know what? I
Who
apologize
would've
to everybody
gotten
listening. I get shit on this show for listening to Kill Tony. So, way to bring me back down. You know what? Add another twin bed. I'm moving into the shed, dude. Oksana just divorced me. All right. I love you guys.
That's yeah.
Later this week, maybe I'll have an interview. Maybe it'll be David Dawson.
Let's do it, dude.
All right. Say, David, you know what? Give us something to sign off with.
You should order the Flesh Games Blu-ray so I don't die.
Yeah.
Is that a threat? It's an ultimatum. Order it or I'm
Yeah.
done tonight.
I will be dead, dude. No, I just mean like I need money, dude. I'll die if you don't order it.
All right. Evan, you got one? I realized I asked you all to plug something and I probably talked over you. So.
I don't have anything that, unfortunately, that I could plug that would make me money. But you could listen to the new episode of Click Click Punch Kick. It's the 420 special, and we went completely off the rails. We got really high and talked about like action comedy parody type movies.
Clarinet.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
It devolves slowly over the episode, turns into chaos. It's pretty fun. Check that out and look out for my short, The Inverts, to release sometime soon.
Hold on.
What about Murky?
No. Yeah, what about Murky?
Murky, we're gonna shoot later this year. So next year, hopefully by I'll have it done.
Okay, so your 420 episode devolved, right?
Yeah, meaning we got higher as we went, so it got more chaotic and more
More chaotic than this show.
maybe.
No, fuck you.
But it
Your
was
show
close.
sucked.
It
We are
wasn't.
we are the fucking lords of chaos, all right, dude? So fuck off.
It wasn't maybe not this chaotic, but it was pretty chaotic comparatively to the other episodes.
All right. Well, I love y'all. Time to
Love
die.
you, brother.
Love
David,
you.
you're all right.
Love you. It hurt him to say that. It hurt David to say that. I like that.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Overlook Hour. And if you would like to hear more, please subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or whatever your podcatcher of choice is. And while you're there, go ahead and give us a rating and or a review, which is a very easy way for you to support this show that we bring you every week for years now, free of charge. And as always, you can find us on YouTube at The Overlook Theater, Instagram at The Overlook Theater, Facebook at The Overlook Hour, and Twitter at The Overlook Hour. Last but not least, you can send us your emails and tell us how much you like or dislike the show at overlookhour@gmail.com. And if you're nice, maybe we'll read them on the show. I've been your engineer, Evan Jordan. Please join Randy along with Clark, Russell, and Oksana next time. Bye.